big bed of roses. It's not like showbiz, but the main thing I suppose is cheer not the people die. Believe me, we know we're doing okay. Can we maybe less than wealthy, but again we're young and healthy, and anyone who's young and healthy knows that that's the way. The traffic flow is
Jan. Jan, you will never guess what Michael did for my birthday.
Took 5 years off your age.
No, I did that last year. Try again. You will really never get this.
Then I don't want to guess.
Where's your sense of fun?
What fun is it to try and guess something that I know I'm not going to guess right?
Fine. Have it your way.
All right. He gave you 6 geese a-laying.
Ridiculous. Way off the mark. I told you that you would never guess.
Yes, you did.
He gave me cooking lessons at Michel Michel's École Gastronomique.
Well, darn, that was right on the tip of my tongue.
I just love the idea of learning how to cook hearty cuisine.
Thought you hated cooking.
Only because I don't know how.
Thought Michael hated fancy food.
Only because he doesn't like the way I cook it.
Well, I guess this solves all your food problems.
Yeah, maybe before it's over, I'll even learn how to pronounce École Gastronomique.
I know I should have told you before we left. I just forgot.
No problem, Amy.
I'm really pretty good about these things, usually.
Like I said, no problem.
And it's all right that I forgot to tell you that Jason called.
It's not all right. It's no problem.
Well, what's the difference?
If it was all right, I wouldn't be mad at you.
Well, what was that all about?
Yeah, what's so important about missing a phone call from Jason?
Look, the 4 of us come to work here and share our secrets, but as Ginger's roommate, I'm really not privileged to tell y'all what goes on at home unless she asks me to. So you understand what I'm saying?
Sure, you have to tell us very quietly.
Ginger and Jason haven't seen each other for 2 weeks now. They call it this cooling off period.
Oh, my first husband and I did that. We called it a divorce.
No, it's not like that. They wanted to see how much they'd miss each other and what it was like dating other people.
And?
So the 2 weeks are over, and Jason called and said he's coming to the restaurant tonight to have a very important talk with Ginger.
So why is Ginger mad at you?
Well, because I didn't tell her till we were on the hotel elevator, and so she thinks what she's wearing isn't sexy enough for an important talk.
I'd be mad at you, too.
Well, did Amy fill you in on all the details of my life?
Yep.
I mean, Amy who?
I'm sorry, Ginger. It just kind of slipped out.
It's all right, Amy. I probably would have told everybody anyway. You just saved me the trouble.
Good. You're not angry?
No problem.
And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made. And the sign flashed out its warning. The words that it was for me. And the sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls and tenement halls. And whisper in the sounds of silence. Thank you. Your lack of response is appreciated in keeping with the spirit of the song. Now that I've got your attention, I'd like to read a list of names. Lena Basquette, Alan Tuan, Louise Fazenda, Zeno Francescatti, Marlon Hurt, Theodore Kozlov, Klaus Landsberg. Recognize them? No? Well, shame on you. Those are all names emblazoned in Hollywood's Walk of Fame. Now, how many of you recognized my name when I introduced myself earlier? My point exactly. So how come I don't have a star on the boulevard?
Because people would rather step on you in person.
I got a great thought for a career move.
Boise?
I looked into what it takes to get a star on Hollywood Boulevard. All you need is $3,500 and a couple of friends.
Well, I guess that leaves you out.
How'd you like to be my sponsor?
Sonny, you have no qualifications.
What about 5 top 10 singles in the last year alone? Well, I didn't record them, but I sang them here.
Oh, Howard, just to remind you, we're seeing the Bolinskis this evening.
I hate the Bolinskis.
Howard, Myra and Stuart are my oldest and dearest friends.
I know, but why saddle me with your past mistakes?
They are fascinating people.
She's a snob, he's an idiot.
He's an idiot savant. There's a difference.
That just means he knows he's an idiot.
It means that he can play any musical instrument he picks up. Oh, there's something terribly sexy about the way he fingers a violin bow.
Maybe you should go by yourself.
Not a chance, my little cultural misfit. They planned a special recital for us.
Oh, no.
Myra is playing the harpsichord. Stuart is playing the cello and vibes. And they're doing this Mozart piece with a touch of Lionel Hampton's influence.
I don't want to miss the wrestling tonight.
Well, I'm sure I'll be in the mood for wrestling when we get home.
2 out of 3 falls.
Well, you've never lasted that long so far, but we could give it a shot.
Howard? Do you know anything about Michelle's cooking school?
That the one on the matchbook cover says, draw this souffle and you too can become a famous chef.
This is a serious question.
Okay, I know the school. I even know Michelle.
Is he a good cook?
Well, I make it a point never to knock a fellow chef.
Well, I'm taking lessons from him. Can you give me any advice?
Don't go to bed with him.
Why not?
Okay, go to bed with him. But if his lovemaking is anything like his bechamel sauce, you're in for a big disappointment.
Jason's not here.
I can see that, Amy.
You should have called him.
You didn't tell me to call him. Was I supposed to?
No.
Let's see. At least I don't think so. You really didn't say it in so many words, so I guess not.
Good. As long as you're sure.
Hi, Jason. How you doing?
Jason.
I'm good to see you. And I'm just going to go on back to the house because we'll be seeing you there. Goodbye, everybody.
Oh, I missed you.
Oh, I missed you too. Now you want to tell me why did we have to miss each other so much these past 2 weeks?
Well, sometimes a body needs to get a new perspective on a relationship.
Why?
Well, help me make up my mind. Ginger,
Yes, Jason.
time for us to get married.
Why?
Now, that's the wrong question.
Not for me, it's not.
All right, I'll tell you why. Something happens to a man in his 30s. It's almost biological. And one morning he wakes up, he says, if I party one more night, I'll die. That's when he gets married.
Sounds very romantic.
It is romantic. Baby, I need to get married.
Honey, I'm not sure.
Okay. I don't need an answer right this minute, but I do need one soon.
Well, baby, what if the answer's no?
Then I'll always be terribly fond of you.
I don't like the sound of that.
Me either. Come on. Let's go grab a quick bite. Head on back to my place. Just maybe I could squeeze a yes out of you by tonight.
Oh, and even if you can, it'll be fun trying.
You're watching It's a Living right here on Super 18, Wisconsin's Super Station.
I said, go for it, girlfriend. Get married. Grab that brass ring.
Brass ring?
It's a figure of speech.
Oh, Amy, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, the man is good. The man is sweet. He's got a good job, a great future. He's got...
Roquefort?
Yes, and he loves me. Why don't I just say yes?
I know. Because you don't feel any competition, so there's no pressure.
Oh, but you're wrong. See, while we were having our 2-week separation, he ran into his old girlfriend, Jennifer.
Oh, honey, he just told you that to make you jealous.
No, I told him about dating Danny and Kevin to make him jealous. He told me about Jennifer to shut me up.
Marion Martin, Snub Pollard, Aileen Pringle.
Sonny, I cannot have you reading lists of names night after night, trashing Hollywood's elite. You remind me of Joe McCarthy.
Oh, come on, Nancy. I want you to look me directly in the eye and say that Aileen Pringle deserves more recognition than Sonny Man.
Aileen Pringle deserves more recognition than Sonny Man.
Okay, but can you say Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers?
Sonny, you're a schmo.
Hey, how was your first cooking class? Piece of cake. What'd you make? A piece of cake, one of those little penny poor things. How'd it come out? Okay, I guess. If you like small food. I don't. Who does? French, I guess. What do they know about cooking?
Hello? Oh, hello, Myra. No, he's not available right now. All right, I'll tell him you called. Howard, although it isn't incumbent on me to pass along personal messages to my employees, in your case, I'm willing to cross over the line. That was Myra. She and Stuart wondered if you were free this evening.
Hey, great. I'd love to see them again. We don't have anything planned, do we?
That's quite a transformation since last night.
I enjoyed myself. I haven't played harmonica since Korea.
I felt left out. You with your harmonica, Stuart on ukulele, and Myra playing the most suggestive flute I've ever seen in my life.
We were jamming.
You were ignoring me.
Oh, you were acting like a little kid. If I can't play, I want to go home. After you left, you missed the best part of the evening. Stu put a lampshade on his head.
Howard, I don't want you seeing them tonight.
All right. I'll stay home, but I won't have a good time.
Who cares? At least you'll be there. It's called marriage.
Jason? Yes, well, I've given this a great deal of thought, and, well, you told me to call you as soon as I'd made up my mind, and... Jason, I'm just not ready to get married yet. Yes, I know it's kind of cold doing this over the phone, but, well, we could still see each other. Yeah. Yes, honey, I'll call you if I change my mind. And I'll always be fond of you, too. Okay. Yeah. Bye, baby.
Ernest Schoitzak, Joseph Seghetti, Virginia Valley, Toby Wing.
Can't believe I've hung in at Michelle's for over 2 weeks. Didn't curdle a hollandaise, didn't overflower a roux, didn't burn my thumb, and tomorrow I graduate.
So who you taking to the prom? Dom DeLuise?
So, what do you think?
Woo, girlfriend! Put blinders on the stallion and nail his shoes to the stable floor.
What?
Oh, I don't know. So you going out with Danny again tonight?
Mm-hmm. The man sure knows how to lay on the compliments. He's no Jason, but, well, I couldn't give Jason what he wanted.
Listen, you just weren't ready. I can identify with that.
Well, you know, Danny says he's not the marrying kind, and, well, he's a lot more hang loose than Jason. Hello? Hey, Danny, you better be calling from your car phone downstairs, because I am ready to... What? No, that's quite all right. That is the way we said we'd play it. No, I'm fine. No problem.
What?
Danny's a lot more hang loose than we thought. He just canceled our date to go out with somebody else.
I am sorry.
I guess it's okay. Gee, Amy, I think I must have set myself up for this. I forgot what the dating game was really like. I mean, it's risky, it's frustrating, it's unrewarding. It is time to give Jason a call. Amy, please. I don't like people staring at me when I'm about to do something stupid. Henry, I'm really glad that I wasn't able to get in touch with Jason last night.
Why?
Well, I've been thinking about it, and I realized that the only thing I could have said was, Jason, I have stood up, so let's get married. Now, that does not sound like a good foundation for a long-lasting relationship.
It's okay, Ginger. A lot of people wait until later in life to get married. My Aunt Lavinia waited until she was 79. Married a guy of 18.
No.
Boy, they said it'd never last, but it did. She didn't. Died on her honeymoon. Boy, I told him not to go to Raging Waters.
Thank you for that, Amy.
Howard, you'll be happy to know that I've made my peace with the Bolinskis, and we can see them tonight if you like.
Oh, I don't think so, Nancy.
Why not?
Well, I've been thinking about it. It was kind of a one-time thing. I got loose, had a few laughs, but I've never been able to do that twice with the same people.
Right. I forgot.
Howard, where's that very well-done steak I asked you for?
Oh, it's still on the stove, getting tough and tasteless.
Ginger.
Yes?
Jason's here.
Jason.
He wants to talk to you.
Really?
Well, just a second.
What?
He's with another woman.
No. Oh, she's pretty.
Yep.
What do I look like?
A waitress. That's what I hate about this job.
Jason?
Ginger? I'd like you to meet Jennifer Demarest, my fiancée.
Your fiancé?
My fiancée.
Hi, I'm Jason's fiance.
So I've heard. You'll excuse me if I'm a bit uncomfortable, but just 2 weeks ago, Jason asked me to marry him.
I know, but I was the one lucky enough to say yes.
That was good. I like this girl.
Well, I was hoping you would. That's why I brought her. You and I have so much history behind us, I was hoping that we might share the future. In a separate kind of way.
Well, I bet that you were just wild for his plan, huh?
It was our first argument.
You know, my instinct said not to tell you up front I was doing this. Thought you might not like the idea.
Your instincts were right. Now that it's done, well, I'm not mad. In fact, it's flattering.
Well, I'm glad.
Oh. You don't mind if I borrow him for a minute, do you, Jennifer?
As long as you bring him back.
Well, I want to thank you for making this so easy.
Perhaps I've made it a bit too easy.
You know something? I might not be ready for marriage, but I'm certainly not ready for you to be married.
Ginger, you say stuff like that and I start feeling all uncomfortable.
Good.
What do you want me to do?
Jason, I figured that we would both stay single for the next 50 years or so, then get married and head on out to Raging Waters.
Wait a minute. This is getting too confusing.
You're right, you are right. It is time for me to get adult.
I am truly very happy for you. I guess that, maybe I should give you back this, ring that you gave me last year.
Thank you.
You're not supposed to say thank you. I am making an empty gesture. You are supposed to say, no, baby, keep the ring and remember me always. I like this ring.
Well, I could use it. It'll help go towards the down payment on the house.
House? Buying a house?
Jennifer's idea.
Oh, she's got you whipped already.
Ginger.
Just joking. You take care of yourself.
I will.
Jason,
Yeah.
if I find out that that ring's been on her finger instead of in some real estate broker's hand, I'm coming after you.
of the house. Voila.
Where is it?
The portion is supposed to be small, Ginger, just part of the presentation. It's what makes it more attractive.
Not if you're hungry, it doesn't.
This smells. Good. Thank you.
What is it?
It's venison force meatballs with pureed artichokes.
My favorite.
I'll go get the bread.
Stay tuned for Carol Burnett, right here on Super 18, Wisconsin's Superstation.
Life's not the French Riviera. Believe me, life's not a charity ball. It isn't all a great big bed of roses. It's not like showbiz, but the main thing I suppose we're not the people dying. Believe me, we know we're doing good. Can we maybe less than wealthy, but again we're young and healthy, and anyone who's young and healthy knows that that's the way. The traffic flow. It's not living.
Whoa, wait a minute. Are these circus mirrors? Am I gaining weight in my thighs?
You look fine to me. See, I have this theory that everyone is gaining weight in their thighs. Now, if we all do it at the same rate, no one will notice.
Ladies, Ms. Jackson of Career Today magazine will be delayed, so she'll be interviewing all of you this evening during dinner service.
Well, Nancy, how can I give an interview and wait on tables at the same time?
You can, Dot, but I'm sure your customers won't suffer any more than usual. Now, remember, ladies, this is a national magazine, so whatever you do, make the place look good.
Will this be an in-depth interview?
No doubt.
Then can I get out of it? Because I promised my daddy and myself that I'd never tell a lie.
Oh, it's all right, Amy. Just do what John Houseman did when he was in Silver Spoons. Lower your standards.
This article is going to examine the positive and negative aspects of waitressing as a career. My research indicates that, for the most part, waitresses are friendly, outgoing people who genuinely enjoy relating to their customers.
Yeah?
I wanted to talk to you first because Nancy tells me you're a real veteran waitress.
I'm an actress.
Oh. Have I seen you in anything?
Well, let's see. It's been a very busy year. I was in a soap opera for a while. Dying to know what I do in tomorrow's episode. I'm dying to know what you do in tomorrow's episode.
Actually, I'd rather wait and watch it on TV and be surprised.
Wait a minute, I got 3 scripts. Mine, Roberto's, and Mayor Clark's. What's he doing in this episode? Read it and find out. Hey, you know, that's a great idea. Would you guys? Because I could use all the help I can get. I'm not an actor. But neither's that guy who plays the mayor. And you play Roberto, and of course, I'm Esmeralda.
Roberto takes out a gun and hands it to her.
Stop, this is so exciting. You're breaking the reality, Amy. You said when I had killed my sister, I had done all the killing I must do.
I lied. Call me Fickle.
I cannot do this. He is so defenseless.
Coward! Then I will do it myself.
Roberto takes the gun and points it at Mayor Clark.
Say your prayers, you running imperialist dog. No, art in heaven, not to ease in heaven.
Roberto cocks the gun. Stop! Esmeralda reaches for the gun. It goes off, She crumples to the floor, dead.
No, this can't be.
No, that doesn't say in here, Dot. It's
Here's what it says in here. I've been murdered again. I'm out of a job.
Sounds as if this acting is just a hobby. And waitressing is what you really do.
No, I was in one very successful play this year. In fact, I even directed it.
Oh. Well, what theater was it at?
Well, it wasn't exactly in a theater. More like a grammar school auditorium, but it was very well received. Come on, Red, where are you going?
I'm off to visit grandmother.
Oh, perfect. We'll go along with you.
Ease on down the road. Come on, ease on down the road. Don't you carry nothing that might be alone. Come on, ease on down the road. Now there may be times when you think you've lost your mind, and the steps you're taking leave you 3-4 steps behind. Just you keep on keeping down that road that you choose. Don't you give up walking 'cause you gave up shoes. No, ease on down the road. Come on, ease on down the road. Don't you carry nothing that might be alone. Come on, ease on down. Yeah, ease on down the road.
Dot, what I really have to talk about is waitressing. What has it been like waiting on tables for the last 9 years? I can't talk about it.
Hi, you ready for me now?
Oh, yes, Ginger. Let's get right to it.
Okay.
What do you think of waitressing as a career?
Well, actually, I don't think of it as a career. Well, not my career.
You're an actress?
No. That's much too iffy for me. But I have tried my hand at fashion design.
So you want to be a dress designer?
Yeah. No. Maybe. I don't know. Anything that doesn't get in the way of my life. Hi, everybody.
Hi,
Hey, could somebody open my locker, please?
How comes it's stuck?
No. I can't open it.
Hey, she's gone Catwoman on us.
Well, last night I went to this wedding shower, right? And I guess we all got a little bit too deep into the punch. Anyway, at about 3 o'clock, my girlfriend Denise, she's the one that does the sculptured nails, she figures that we should all look like Patti LaBelle.
So y'all all look like that?
Oh, no, honey. I was the lucky one. She passed out before she got to my hair.
So have you decided what you're going to do the next couple of days while the restaurant's closed?
No, I'm going to take it easy. Spend some quiet time alone. I'm going to rest, relax, reflect, sort of get back in touch.
That's beautiful.
Anybody want to go to Vegas tomorrow?
Yes! Thank you, Lord. Hallelujah.
What happened to quiet time?
Oh, I'm going to spend 10 minutes a day playing Keno. It doesn't get any quieter than that.
I understand you room with another one of the waitresses, Amy Tompkins.
Mm-hmm.
Is it too much living together, working together? Or do you find that it reinforces the friendship?
Yes.
To which part of the question?
Both parts.
If I had a processor, it would take me half the time to make my famous chili.
I hate your famous chili.
You do not. You said it was good.
I said it was bad.
I thought that meant good.
Only when it is. Okay, here we go. The 1900s, and on the top of the page, we have your grandparents, Buster and Lily Tompkins.
Oh, I miss those two. Boo-Boo and Lulu. That's what I used to call them.
Nice. So it's this...
I couldn't say Buster, so I'd say...
Boo-Boo.
Right. And then also when I was little, I couldn't say Lily, so that...
Lulu.
Right.
I understand. You were a baby. You're grown up now. Be quiet. So, have I given you everything you need?
Not exactly. Perhaps you could tell me how you relate to the customers.
Well, why don't I go wait on some, and then I'll come back and tell you.
Well, how's it going?
Not so good. So far, I've talked to one waitress who thinks she's an actress and another waitress who thinks she's God knows what.
Have they said anything negative about the hotel, or the restaurant, or the hostess?
No.
Well, you sound disappointed. Well, I'm not at all surprised. I knew this would happen. I try to turn this restaurant into a convivial and decorous dining experience, and then along comes some muckraker and blows the lid off the whole schmear. Oh, I'm sorry. I overreacted. It's just that I'm terribly sensitive in this area. Ever since my high school paper printed that story about me and the Feeney twins. It was a half-truth. I swear.
You're watching It's a Living, right here on Super 18, Wisconsin's Super Station.
I understand you were a waitress in Snyder, Texas before coming to L.A.
I sure was. I worked the day shift at Aunt Sookie's Turkey Burger.
It's been quite a culture shock coming here.
No, not really. I think the lessons that you learn in Snyder can pretty much apply everywhere. All right, I guess I'm going to have to tell you all about the time old man Guthrie's barn burned down.
Is that the one who was trying to get his car to run on turkey heads?
No, that was Lester Parsons. This is old man Guthrie and his barn burned down.
We know that, Amy.
Well, do you know that the whole town got together and rebuilt the barn and everyone felt wonderful about it?
You can't run a car on turkey heads.
Now, there's this little story that I think you should hear. Did I ever tell you about the folks back home named Lamar and Verla Mae James?
They're the ones that got their heads caught in the same drain pipe?
No, that was the McKinley twins.
Sorry.
Do you find that moving from rural Texas to the big city has had any effect on your values?
Oh, no, sirree, Bob. Well, darn 2 bells and a cherry. This game is hard. Sonny, can you loan me a couple more bucks?
No more money. You're out of control.
How about if I kiss you? Can I have money if I kiss you?
Sure. Hey, here's $10.
20.
Okay. 20. Come on.
I guess I really do need help. I'm gonna get myself to Gamblers Anonymous. This as soon as I get back to L.A.
Well, and what do you like best about waitressing?
Oh, I'd have to say the love and the friendship with the other girls.
Shut up, Amy.
I see. Before you leave, Amy, I'd like you to tell me about your hostess, Nancy.
I'm sorry, I cannot tell a lie, but I'll go get Jan.
Want to talk to me?
You're not Jan.
Got that right. Figured you'd want to talk to me. I know more about these girls than any man alive. We're like this.
What are you doing in here, earwax?
I'll take a rain check.
Hi.
Oh, thanks. I see by my notes that you're married and have children. Do you find it difficult combining careers, being a homemaker and a waitress?
Oh, no, not in the least. I find it fulfilling. But I think that's because I try to separate my family and my work. That way I can devote my full attention to both. Sort of. Hey, who's that cutie with your dad? Just what she looks like, a cutie.
Your father brought a date to a date?
Well, he didn't know my mother was going to be here. Oh, nice going, Jan. I didn't think there'd be any harm in a little surprise. Don't you love a learning experience? The thing that really gets me is that she's almost as young as I am. Younger, Jan.
Jan, would you think that I was just a foolish old man if I told you that Sally and I are married?
Oh, my God.
I guess that answers that question.
I understand congratulations are in order. Oh, Will told you about the baby. Must have slipped his mind. Is there anything else you want to tell me? Because this would be the time.
Actually, I think we're ready to order dinner. Sally will have the fish, I'll have the steak, and Aunt Myra doesn't live in Paris. She's in jail.
Well, what do you find the most interesting thing about waitressing?
Gee, I don't know. Haven't really given it much thought. I'd have to say the most interesting thing is that I'm still doing it.
Hey, Jen, one of your kids is on the phone. The stove's on fire or something. I don't know.
Again?
Sorry, I had to do that. Sure, you've heard a lot about me, so I've come to answer any questions. But I'm warning you, I'm not going to rate the girls in any numerical order. So what can I tell you about myself?
Well, actually, since you don't wait tables, I wasn't going to include you in my article.
Whoa, 5-yard penalty, little lady. Can't write an article about the girls without talking about the old son, man. That'd be like doing something on the Jackson 5 and leaving out Jesse. Hey, I've been hanging some of my artwork. When are you going to come up to my place and see my etchings?
When hell freezes over.
Jen's already penciled in for that day. Boy, am I tired. Boy, am I tired. Please, don't ask me about last night. I don't think it's fair to the girl. I'm not proud of myself. I never am after a one-night stand. Hey, everybody ought to have a lurking girl to put her around the house. Because it's one of those songs that you hear for a while, comes into fashion and goes out of style. One of those songs that you think you forgot, but it's one of the songs you cannot. Because it's one of those songs that... You gotta realize, working here is just a sometimes gig. Where I'm really into man's on the road. Hey, thank you! Thank you very much. It's great to be in Vegas. I'd like to start off with a song I should have made famous. And now, the end is near, and so I face final curtain, my friend. I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain.
Hey, give me those dice.
I believe in a life that's full.
Come on, 7!
I travel each and every highway.
For a point is for.
And more, much more than this, I did it my way.
Corrupts a loser.
Before you get ready to go home, off the record, there's something I'd like to ask you about Nancy. Is she really a pain in the butt?
The duck just flew down and gave you $100.
I know you're not going to believe this, but she's a lot better than she used to be. Yeah, she used to really bother us last year, but this year she's had other things on her mind.
I'll tell you what, you come with me tomorrow night, and if you don't have a good time, I swear I will never ask you out again. No more chasing, no more begging, no more bother.
All right, you win. We got a date.
Stay calm, Nancy. The fish ain't landed till he's in the boat. You make me feel like a natural woman. You make me feel like a natural woman.
Nancy, my life is miserable, and I want to share it with you.
Howard.
So if you promise not to be too pushy, and you promise not to try to change me too much, and you promise to take a bath...
Oh, as soon as possible.
Then I guess what I'm saying is, will you marry me?
Ladies and gentlemen, present another fabulous wedding performed not by the legend himself, but by an incredible simulation. Here he is, the Reverend E. Since my baby left me, I found a new place to dwell. so lonely I could die. Thank you very much. All right, then. By the power vested in me by the great state of Nevada and everyone in rock and roll heaven, I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride.
I hope you didn't get the wrong impression here tonight. We're all friends.
Shut up, Amy. We just want to get out of here.
But it's true. We do have a good...
Being so generous with your time.
Oh, no problem. Hey, we're all going over to Willy Wonka's China Palace for a late night snack. You want to come with us?
Oh, I don't think so. Thank you, but I want to get my notes together.
Okay, but you're going to miss Dot putting little shrimp heads on her fingers and singing, Mr. Sandman.
Bye-bye.
Well, how did it go?
Well, I told you I couldn't tell a lie.
Yeah, she really spilled her guts. Once she cracked, we all had to come clean.
But don't worry, Nancy. You can always sue.
Life's not the French Riviera. Believe me, life's not a charity ball. It isn't all a great big bed of roses. It's not like showbiz, but the main thing I suppose we're not the people that believe me. We know we're doing okay. We may be less than wealthy, but then again we're young and healthy. Life's not the French Riviera. Believe me, life's not a charity ball. It isn't all a great big bed of roses. It's not like showbiz, but the main thing I suppose we're not the people that believe me. We know we're doing okay. We may be less than wealthy, but then again we're young and healthy. And anyone who's young and healthy knows that that's the way. The traffic flows. It's a living.
Boy, that's an old picture. It looks so happy there. It's hard to believe the rumors that they're splitting up.
You know, when those two got married, I thought they would stay married forever. They seemed so stable. I mean, I thought they'd settle down, have a couple of kids, become the Ozzie and Harriet of the new generation. Gosh, what went wrong?
Maybe Madonna isn't a very good housekeeper.
What do you think?
Oh, Dot, you look really cheap.
Really? Great. I was auditioning for the part of a hooker. I was afraid I looked ethereal.
Did you get the part?
That is not the point. I love acting. There's something so fun and exciting about submerging my own personality and totally becoming someone else. I'm lucky I had the excuse of auditions to do what I love. It almost doesn't even matter if I get the part. Hello? Yes, Sissy? Okay. Hate acting.
Oh, Dot. I should to think you would take comfort in the fact that you aren't very convincing as a hooker. It says something about your character.
Amy, I'm an actress. I'm not supposed to have any character.
Don't worry, Doc. Talent is like cream. Sooner or later, it has to come to the surface. Look at Lisa Biddle.
Who's Lisa Biddle?
Okay, bad example.
Hi, Jan.
Listen, maybe you guys can help me. I want to give Richie something really special for the anniversary of his divorce.
Why would you want to do something special for that?
So there won't be another one.
Well, you could do what my Aunt Opal did for my Uncle Puss.
Rename him?
No. Over the years, she saved up all the hair that had clogged up in the shower, and she stuffed a little pillow for him.
That might be too special for Richie. I've got a terrific idea. Give him a blonde.
What?
Sure, every man wants one.
Not where I come from.
It's a really sweet thought, Dot, but the state does frown on polygamy. Of course, 3 of us could move to Utah and join the choir and give up coffee. No. You could be the blonde. You're kidding. Imagine the expression on Richie's face when you appear in the bedroom doorway, framed in ambient light, wearing your most provocative nightgown. And this. Give me that thing.
Dot, Jan and Richie are married. They shouldn't be doing things like that.
Like what?
Like playing stranger in the bedroom.
Oh, Jan's just doing it for laughs.
I have never heard of anyone putting on a provocative nightgown for laughs.
Milton Berle. Hey, kids. What do you say we take a little stroll down to Hollywood and Vine, see if we can't pick ourselves up a couple of tourists?
See what you've done?
Fabulous, Jan. Is it me?
Definitely not.
Perfect.
Ladies, this is a notice from hotel management announcing that your parking privileges have been rescinded.
Why?
Oh, they calculate they're losing about $100 a week on each of your parking spots.
Well, where are we supposed to park?
At the curb of your choice.
Nancy, this really stinks.
It sure does. Man, we're not going to stand for this.
We?
Yeah, we. Excuse me.
Well, uprisings just aren't what they used to be.
Nancy, you have not heard the last of this. We just haven't had time to get ourselves organized. You know, waitresses have rights, too.
What a novel idea. Remember, you're to be out of those parking spots by tomorrow. Tell Jan when she gets here.
Was it good?
Everything was delicious as usual.
Ah.
Thank you, Amy, dear.
Oh, thank you, Miss Thompson. Bye-bye. Bye.
Oh, shucks and scissors. What's the matter?
Mrs. Thompson.
She stiffed you again.
Yeah, she left $2.50 for an $18 dinner.
No problem. Call security. They'll nab her in the lobby and strip search her. How old is she?
Old, Sonny.
Yeah, maybe they'll just rough her up a little.
Didn't Mrs. Thompson read the bill? Yes, but her little eyes are failing. At least that's what she says. I just think she didn't have the money to pay.
Amy, how long can you keep paying her bill?
Well, I don't know. I'm broke right now. I don't know how I'm going to pay this one.
I can lend you a few dollars. Oh, of course, there'll be interest.
Not in you, there won't. Hi, Howard. My, don't you look handsome tonight?
No.
No.
I'm overweight, balding, wearing a fruity apron, and anybody that says I look handsome wants something.
Oh, well, funny, you should mention that.
No, it's not.
Well, I need to ask a really big favor of you. Would you please tear up the duplicate check for table number 1?
Fine.
I would not ask this except she was just this really sweet little old lady, and I've already picked up her check 3 times this week, and what with having to pay for parking, what'd you say?
Fine.
Oh, sure, tease the naive girl.
Amy, I got a policy. I give everybody one freebie, but, and I mean this, don't ever ask again.
Really?
Really. And as far as being naive, oh, you have a spot on your dress. Honk. Now that is funny.
Hi. Hey. Thank you so very much. I cannot tell you what a success last night was. Oh, yes, you can. Oh, no, I can't. Not with Amy in the room. Oh, I tried to comb it out. It got a little must. Oh.
How?
If only that wig could talk.
Yeah, it'd be like having our own little Muppet.
Well, ladies, I have a surprise for you. I conveyed to management your distress over losing your parking spaces, and they decided to award you a consolation prize.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Instead of giving us back our parking spaces, they're giving us a used TV?
Hey, the people in the smoke shop only got a radio.
Y'all know what this is about, don't you? They're trying to keep the natives from getting restless. Well, I say it won't work.
Darn right.
I say we don't even turn this thing on.
No way. I'm not watching. Solidarity. That's the ticket. I say we don't even look at this thing except maybe in an emergency.
I think that it would be fine if we were to watch the news during an earthquake, a natural disaster, or something.
Yeah,
Couldn't hurt.
that'd be fine. How about that new Donna Dixon Morgan Fairchild miniseries that starts tonight, Who's Killing the Male Models of France?
Yep. What time does that start?
I'll get it.
Hello. Oh, hi, Richie.
Yeah, me too. Huh? Again? No, I don't think she's that busy tonight. Yeah, I'll ask Dot. Bye. Hey, Dot. Can I borrow that wig again?
Ba-ba-ba-boom.
Well, it looks as though somebody got Richie's attention last night.
Yeah. Too bad it wasn't me.
You're watching It's a Living right here on Super 18, Wisconsin's Super Station.
I guess you all recognize that as the theme to Cagney and Lacey. Big hit show that's won a lot of awards for originality and creativity. But frankly, I don't get it. I mean, they've got two girls. One's a dreamer, one's a realist. One has a New York accent, the other one's from America. Wake up, it's just another tired rip-off of Laverne and Shirley.
Ginger, where's Dot?
I don't know, Nancy. Maybe she's out putting money in her parking meter, which is miles away from here, and is now being chased by guys with gold teeth and tattoos on their hands. You know, it's not safe out there alone for a woman at night.
Gee, I never thought of that. Well, when you go to feed your meter, perhaps you'll bring her back alive.
Have you seen Dot? This is not what it looks like. I'm calling the cops.
Go, Ginger. I'm going to stop immediately, please.
Dot, I thought we said we would not watch this thing except in case of some sort of an emergency.
Well, I only turned it on for a second, and Armando Santi, he's the police inspector who's investigating the murder of the male models. Well, he started questioning Donna Dixon about Alex Trebek's death, and then they started kissing, and now I'm hooked.
Alex Trebek is playing a male model? I didn't know he could act.
Oh, he was very good. Of course, he was already dead when they found him.
What are you doing?
I was looking for a pencil.
Oh, good.
Let me guess. Apparently you've let yet another freeloader sponge off of this establishment, and you're reverting to theft to cover it.
Well, I've already asked Howard, and he said that he's done it once and he can't do it again.
He says that to everyone. Amy, this behavior cannot continue.
I'm just trying to be nice. Is that so terrible?
Yes, it is. Don't do it again.
I like your dress.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. Tell me that you have not just been sitting in here watching the TV while I'm out there killing myself. Oh, excuse me. Perhaps I should just continue killing myself waiting on your customers.
Table 5 needs more bread.
Ladies, there are people in there who... Is that Alex Trebek in that coffin?
Do they look natural?
What's Ed Marinaro doing? He's waiting for the mysterious blonde to show up. Talk about life imitating this.
Not much is going on at my house either until a mysterious blonde shows up.
Yeah, but you're the blonde.
You know that and I know that, but I'm beginning to wonder if Richie does. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm a little jealous of myself. We'll show him what it is you're going through and get him to be somebody exciting and different.
Yeah, he'll get to see what you're going through, and you'll get to see what it's like being with, how about a British aristocrat?
Ooh, or a real estate tycoon.
Or that blonde guy on the Energizer commercials. I think he's fun.
A construction worker. Yeah. I'll make him whistle, yell, yo, babe, and do that disgusting sucking noise that they do through their teeth.
What's going on here?
We're so tired from walking to our parking meters that we decided we needed to rest up by watching this TV you gave us.
Get out on that floor right now.
Tonight's segment is over in 5 minutes.
Now.
Okay, here we come.
Okay, we're moving on out.
Yeah, we're coming.
Bye-bye.
Jen, one thing.
What is it?
Why is Anson Williams dressed like the Mona Lisa?
It's a disguise. See, they're in the Louvre.
Oh.
Here.
What's this?
It's a reward poster.
Oh, is it a new way for you to get dates?
No, I went to my car after work. Somebody had broken into it.
Oh, you're kidding.
No. They broke 3 of my windows and stole my AM radio.
I wonder why they broke 3 of the windows.
Probably because I left the other one rolled down.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, how'd it go last night?
I knew I shouldn't have listened to you.
Uh-oh. But you got mad when you asked him to dress up?
He didn't mind at all.
So what's the problem? He's not interested in me, and I'm not interested in him.
The blonde's in love with a construction worker.
Yeah, the lock upon my garden gate's a snail. That's what it is. The lock upon my garden gate's a snail. That's what it is. First there was a mountain, then there is no mountain, and then there is first there is a mountain, then there is no mountain, and then there is. Yeah, of course that was written by Donovan, the psychedelic elf. Boy, what was he thinking when he wrote all of those songs in the 60s that made no sense? What were we thinking when we were listening to him? Hey, Ginger, got my radio back.
Really, the police found it.
No, whoever stole it returned it. Attached to a brick that they chucked through my windshield.
Now, that's vicious. Maybe this is somebody you know.
Well, I considered that, but I didn't recognize the handwriting.
What handwriting?
They left a note. Gave me 2 days to replace the radio with a good one that had some resale value on the black market, or they were going to come back, slash my tires. What do you think I should do?
Get out of town, don't come back, and don't write.
Oh, man, I'm crushed.
What happened?
Right before the commercial, they found Adrian Zemed face down in a pot of bouillabaisse.
Maybe that's a French way of making you sleep with the fishes.
Well, I didn't mind that they killed him, but why would they have to mess up his hair?
You know something, Amy? This whole television thing is making us too complacent. I think that we need to get together and talk about this.
Commercial's over in 10 seconds.
I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Amy, I have some good news for you. The gray panhandler is ready for a check. Be strong.
You think there's something funny about me paying for her food, don't you?
On your salary, I find it hysterical.
Howard?
No, I know she's out there. The answer is no.
Well, what am I going to do?
Let me tell you a story, Amy. When I was in the 2nd grade, every day I came to school, a bully would take my lunch money.
You? But you're so big.
2nd grade, Amy, I was smaller.
All right.
I realized that if I didn't put a stop to it, I was going to starve to death. So one day I came to school with a sock filled with crushed chalk. When he came for my money, I smacked him with the sock. He never bothered me again.
I see. So you're saying that I should stand up for my rights and go out and talk to her?
No, I'm saying smack her in the head with a sock. Worked for me.
Thanks for the input, Howard.
This whole thing has me confused. It's like Bob, Ted, Carol, and Alice with me and Richie playing all the roles.
You don't ever play Bob or Ted, do you?
Of course not.
Well, then it still sounds good to me.
I don't know. It's crowded.
Well, maybe you'd feel more comfortable if you put your guests in a spare room.
Sure. Maybe I could even serve them breakfast in bed, then throw on that wig and eat it myself. Suck for the life of Riley.
I'm getting the feeling that you're not happy with this arrangement.
You're right. I think our guests have overstayed their welcome.
Well, what does Richie think?
That I should get a brunette wig? He's kidding. I think.
Next up? Oh, great, that's me. What's happening?
Armand DeSanti has just vowed not to sleep until he puts Donna Dixon in jail.
He thinks she did it?
Not really. Personally, I just think he's mad because she's married to Dan Aykroyd.
Ladies, I have an announcement to make. I complained to management about your recent inattention to your profession. As of tomorrow, the boob tube is out of here.
Oh, you can't do that. Tomorrow's the earth-shattering finale.
Well, the earth will just have to shatter without your watching, Dorothy.
What about parking?
Yeah, about the parking. We'll never mention it again. Just let us keep the TV.
Shut up, Dot. We want the parking.
Well, the point is moot anyway. TV's out, parking is in. Management just phoned. They've capitulated.
Talk about a hollow victory.
Well, talk about anything you like, but do your talking on the dining room floor. Now, out, everyone. Out. Howard, if I'm needed, I'll be in the lounge. There's something about a male model in his death throes that I find fascinating.
Probably reminds you of home.
Ooh.
There's no such thing as a free lunch. I'm not my brother's keeper. All good things must come to an end. Pay your dime, lady. Beg your pardon? I'm sorry, Miss Thompson. This just can't go on. I cannot continue to buy your dinners. I'm going broke.
I guess I'm left with no choice. I'll just have to end it all.
Oh no, don't kill yourself.
No, I mean end this scam. I have to find myself another restaurant and another pigeon. Now, you take gold cards.
Hi.
Hey. Burn this.
Oh, the blonde moved out?
Yep. And the construction worker fell off an I-beam and killed himself.
It's a dangerous job.
Glad they're finally out of the house. Richie and I really missed ourselves.
Hey, when I get to know each other all over again.
Yeah. Only this time I'm going to put out on the first date.
Hey, y'all, we're gonna get to see the end of that miniseries. Look what I brought. Smart thinking, huh? Is it in color? Come on, Dot, you can't have everything.
Yes, you can.
Guess I'm outclassed. I only brought a watch, man.
See y'all out on the floor.
Hey, aren't you gonna watch?
Oh, I spoke to a friend in Buffalo. They told me how it ended, ruined it for me.
Well, don't ruin it for us.
Yeah. I won't. But, you know, I do want to see that last murder myself. So y'all call me when Ed Begley Jr. starts doing the can-can.
Life's not the French Riviera. Believe me, life's not a charity ball. It isn't all a great big bed of roses. It's not like showbiz, but the main thing I suppose we're not the people that they believe me. We know we're doing good. Okay, we maybe less than wealthy, but then again we're young and healthy. And anyone who's young and healthy knows that that's the way the traffic flows. It
Vietnam. I hate gun lovers. I could just kill them.
Well, you know, guns are just a macho thing for men. Makes them feel like they've got a, well, you know, macho thing.
What about the women?
Oh, they're just stupid.
Well, they don't seem to bother Amy. Well, Howard, you could at least help me pick the wallpaper pattern for our bedroom.
Come on, Nancy, that's woman's work.
But you're the one who objected to the paper that's already there.
All little naked boys.
Dear Sheriff.
I don't care. It makes me feel like Truman Capote.
Get real.
Now, if it was pictures of naked girls.
Oh, yeah. Hubba, hubba.
Well, if it was up to me, all guns would be outlawed, period.
What do you got against guns?
They scare me, don't they scare you? Man's a chef. Shucks oysters. He's face to face with violent death every day.
Some of my happiest memories are when my father used to take me hunting.
I don't think there's anything wrong with hunting, as long as you eat what you kill.
We used to go down to the dump, shoot rats.
I'm with you, Dot.
Well, that finishes my medley of songs from that great Beatles album, Revolver. Hey, thanks for the request. And thanks for the tip. You know, seeing all you fine people from the Gun Owners Association takes me back to my childhood. I remember what I wanted for my 10th birthday more than anything in the world was a Junior G-Man 50-shot repeater BB pistol. I begged my parents, but Mom said, no, I might do myself some serious bodily harm. Dad agreed with her, wanted to buy me the gun. But Mom prevailed. I had to go through the rest of my childhood unarmed. And it was hell. So my heart goes out to all of you people who want to exercise your constitutional right to carry a concealed weapon. Remember, guns don't kill people, bullets do.
Oh, look what just walked in. Oh, please, Nancy, don't seat him at one of my tables. Please, please.
Mr. Comedian. Oh, what an unexpected pleasure. I don't believe you have a reservation.
You have a problem with that?
Of course not. We can always make room for you. Amy, bring the couple at table 4. They're checked.
Yes, but they haven't ordered dessert yet.
You heard me.
Well, what do I tell them?
Talk up the House of Pies.
Mr. Goumanian sent his bouillabaisse back.
Again?
Yep. The man is a menace.
He's also the co-director of this hotel chain, so everybody make nice.
What's his complaint this time?
It's too much oregano.
There isn't any oregano.
What am I supposed to do?
Invoke the 30-second rule.
Say what?
Don't they have that in Texas?
No.
When a customer says something's wrong with the food, you say, yes, sir, right away, sir, and march straight into the kitchen. Slowly, you count to 30, then march right back out with the same plate.
And that works.
28, 29, 30. Gotta run.
Nancy, I've never heard of this.
Works like a charm. Nobody has the guts to send a plate back twice.
Well, I'll give it a shot. Hey, why'd you have to stick me with old man Goumanian anyhow?
Because old man Goumanian likes his waitresses to be cloyingly subservient. And of all my girls, you're the best at fawning, except, of course, for Dot.
Well, then why didn't you put him with her?
Because she also spills the peas and holds her thumb in the soup. Your 30 seconds are up.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, Howard, I wish you'd help me with this wallpaper.
Hey, whatever you pick is fine with me.
How about this?
Hey, that's really ugly.
Mr. Goumanian had the nerve to gush me, and I'm not even his waitress.
I'd love to give him a piece of my mind.
You couldn't spare it.
The way he's treating us is degrading to us as women and human beings. We're not going to put up with it.
Oh, yes, you are, because you'll have our jobs if you don't. Besides, it's the waitress's lot to put up with it.
When, oh, when am I going to get an acting job that'll take me away from all of this?
Is hell frozen over yet? Remember, Dorothy, until you cast aside your apron for good, the customer is always right. It's the unbreakable code for those who wait tables.
Yeah, well, your 30-second rule worked just fine, Nancy. Mr. Goumanian sent it back again.
What's wrong this time?
It's too cold. And then Mr. Goumanian said,
If Goldilocks brings it back just right, Papa Bear will let you sleep in his bed. I wish the old coot would drop dead. Amy Tompkins? I can't believe it. You watch yourself in there and wash your mouth out with soap.
Amy, please, don't talk to yourself in second person. I can't even stand it when ventriloquists do that.
Aren't you going to show me the cork first?
Nice one, huh?
Or
Here you are, sir. I hope it's to your satisfaction.
you better hope it's to my satisfaction.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
You call this wine?
That's what it says on the bottle.
Tastes like Yoo-hoo.
Well, I will bring you another bottle.
And another glass. I want you to join me.
That tears it, Buster. I don't care if this costs me my job. I am sick of your rudeness and your pawing. We're here to serve you, not be abused by you. I'm going to go and get you another bottle of wine, and if you so much as lay a finger on me, I'm going to christen you with it.
You!
I finally got rid of that insurance investigator. Oh, this whole thing has been a nightmare for me.
What about me? Do you know what it's like for a chef to have a diner die during an entree? Like having a souffle drop.
Oh, I have no idea. Oh, Dorothy.
Yes, ma'am.
Amidst all the turmoil last night, we didn't get a chance to chat. And when I finally went to look for you, you had, so to speak, flown the coop.
Don't play cat and mouse with me. I know I broke the unbreakable code of waitressing. I know I told him off in front of everybody in the restaurant. The fact that the guy died probably makes it even worse. You're going to fire me. Just fire me. Just don't leave me dangling.
Whoa, I came to praise Dot, not to bury her. Huh? Well, last night you spoke eloquently of waitresses past, present, and future. It needed saying, and I thought you said it very well.
What about the unbreakable code?
Oh, well, the code is only broken if the customer leaves the restaurant angry. He didn't leave angry. He didn't leave at all. Until we dragged him out.
I don't get it. You told us to treat Mr. Goumanian with kid gloves.
Well, only when he was alive and kicking and able to do us harm. My motto is que sera, sera. It's the Doris Day in me.
I'd like to register a complaint. I had a date last night. Took her to this really swank seafood place in Venice, Captain Pisces. Give you an idea, Leslie Nielsen was sitting at the next table. We're talking fast joint. When I pulled out all the stops, I let my date order from the left side of the menu. She picked the lobster. How can anything that expensive be that ugly? The lobster was steep, too. Anyways, afterwards, it got me to thinking, and I was moved to write something about the important things in life. Love, relationships, and out-of-pocket expenses. And it goes exactly like this. Man can live on love alone, some famous poet. I'd like to thank him, but I guess the guy is dead. It has been my credo, it's a motto I embrace. Feed the libido, and who needs to feed the pain? M-E-N-A-B-L-T, all that haute cuisine, we will vanish. Why eat out if the waiters pout when you snip the tip and you vanish? Stripping's my passion, I can make a buck go far. Still, I'm in fashion, bought this tux at C&R. I'm meeting you in my Subaru, we can go for picnics on Sunday. Lose that frown if the wreck breaks down, cause my second car is a Hyundai. I've no misgivings just because I'm short on bread. Life's more worth living when you're living in the red. Congratulations. Maybe we'll steal away for a holiday and say, hey, babe, let's misbehave. We can click, and I'll tell you why, because you know you're cheap, and so do I. You're so cheap.
10 roast beef specials.
10.
Yeah, I'm waiting on the folks from the Gun Owners Association, and I said, since it's Saturday, I suppose you all will be wanting the Saturday night special. Get it?
Amy, how can you bear to be so chummy with those gun people?
Oh, the AGOA is a fine organization. If it wasn't, I wouldn't be a member.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, I've been a member for years. You know, it's a really good deal. You might ought to think about joining. You get a membership pin, a shooting cap, a discount on your ammo, and $100,000 free insurance in case of an accidental death or a dismemberment.
Insurance for death or dismemberment and a hat?
Yep.
How could you say no?
All right, Howard, enough of this shilly-shallying. We are going to choose the wallpaper. Now, this is my final choice. What do you think?
Lilies.
They're gladiolus.
Flowers depress me.
Oh, Howard, I have had it with you criticizing my choices. It's up to you now. You pick the wallpaper.
Well, actually, I have been giving it some thought. Remember we went over to Herky Geffen's house to play poker? Remember that wallpaper he had in the den?
Pictures of athletes of some sort?
National Hockey League immortals. Eric Nestorenko. Boom Boom Jeffrione. Gump Worsley.
I suppose as an accessory, you'd also like that lamp that Herky has with the undulating cooch dancer for a base.
It's a fine reading lamp, and it certainly would go nicely with that wallpaper. What do you think?
I can't think. I'm too busy watching my life passing before my eyes.
I can't understand why you keep up your membership in the Gun Owners Association when you don't even own a gun.
Oh, I have a gun.
Back in Texas.
No, sirree. Here. Here? As in here? At the apartment. The apartment? As in our apartment?
Yeah, my daddy gave it to me when I came out here to protect me in the big city.
My daddy just told me to keep my chin up and my skirt down. With my skirt up and my chin down.
Look, Amy, I don't want a handgun in the apartment. They're not accurate, and somebody's going to get hurt.
Oh, well, that's where that $100,000 insurance policy fits in. But besides, my gun is very accurate. I have a chrome-plated .357 Magnum with a 6-inch barrel. It'll stop an ox.
An ox? We don't have an ox. It's just you and me.
I see. You're one of those people who only thinks the bad guy should have a gun. Well, what are we supposed to do if someone breaks in our apartment? Throw your Lakers back-to-back pillow at them?
There are only 3 things that can happen when you've got a gun. 1, you can get shot. 2, you can shoot somebody. 3, you can shoot yourself. Now, which one sounds good to you?
Shoot somebody.
And you think shooting somebody's going to make you feel good?
You are overreacting. I can handle firearms.
You don't get it, do you?
A lot of crimes in this country are committed with stolen weapons.
And what if somebody does break in and find it?
Never happened. Not where I've got it hidden.
Where have you hidden it?
In my jammy bunny.
All right, everybody else seems to know what is a jammy bunny. You know that awful pink rabbit Amy has on her bed? The one with the zipper in its stomach?
That's where I tuck my PJs.
You have a stuffed bunny with a gun in its tummy?
Beatrice Potter would love that one.
And then Peter Wabbit took out his widow pistol and wasted Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail.
Well, you guys can joke all you want, but I feel a whole lot safer knowing my gun is there. Well, I'm gonna go on home. See you guys tomorrow. You coming, Ginger?
No, I'm not coming, Amy. I'm not staying in any apartment with a loaded jammy bunny in it. You can find yourself a new roommate.
Come on, Ginger. I didn't know you were serious when you said you weren't going to stay at the apartment with me.
I spent the night at Jason's.
I thought he was engaged.
He is engaged, but at least he's not armed. Anyway, we're friends, and he let me stay in the guest room.
Okay, how long is this going to go on?
I suppose when he gets married, he'll want me to move out.
Ginger, you know what I mean.
Look, Amy, I'm serious. I'm not moving back into that apartment until you get rid of the gun.
Ginger, these words may not mean a lot to you, but they mean something to me. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed.
You've memorized the Second Amendment.
It's on a sampler my granny needle pointed for me.
Well, I do not wish to infringe upon your rights, but I don't want to wake up dead either.
Well, where am I going to find another roommate?
You could try placing an ad in Soldier of Fortune.
Ladies, there are hungry people gathering outside. If I were you, I'd wait on them before they become an unruly mob.
Well, maybe Amy can just shoot above their heads.
Oh, Jan, do you have a second? I'd like to have a little chat with you.
This can be girl talk, Nancy.
You know, I just want to pick your brain. Now, you're an old married woman.
Thank you.
Well, what do you and Richie do when you have an argument or a disagreement? How do you resolve it?
Usually best 2 out of 3 falls.
Howard and I are having a little family feud. He hates the wallpaper I picked.
Maybe you need to compromise. Try and find some common ground.
Well, you're saying I should put myself in Howard's shoes.
Exactly. I'm sorry, I was just picturing you in Howard's shoes. You look sort of like Goofy. Long, skinny body, great big feet. Sorry.
Now she's gone, I don't know why. And to this day, sometimes I cry. She didn't even say goodbye. She didn't take the time to lie. Bang, bang. She shut me down. Bang, bang. I hit the ground. Bang, bang. An awful sound. Bang, bang. My baby shot me down. Shut me down. Down and there. Thank you. That was Bang Bang by Sonny Bono, who now, of course, is the mayor of Palm Springs. How do you vote for Sonny Bono? I mean, who did you run against? One of the Hullabaloo dancers? Hey, Ginger, Doc told me you're moving out on Amy.
That's right, and I'm not moving back in until she gets rid of that gun.
Hey, I'm clean. Want to strip search me? But come on, if you need a place to stay, how'd you like to be my roommate?
Sonny, if I wanted loud and obnoxious, I'd room with Morton Downey Jr.
Okay, but I don't smoke.
Oh, Jan, there you are. I have to thank you. Now, Howard and I had a little talk, and, well, he gave a little, and I gave a little, and we got everything straightened out to our mutual satisfaction.
Glad to hear it, Nancy.
Would you know a place where I could get a wallpaper with naked hockey players?
So what are you making? A long knitted thing.
Hi, girls.
Hello. Well, you two seem chipper. Did you work things out?
Yeah, we compromised. I agreed to get the gun out of the apartment. It's gone.
What'd you agree to?
Well, you know, since Amy seems to feel so unprotected without the gun, I agreed that she could have a vicious dog.
We have a neighbor who's selling a litter of the cutest little pit bulls.
Well, I'm very happy for both of you. All's well that ends well. Shakespeare. I think. Hey, out of curiosity, what'd you do with the gun?
It's in my locker. Gotcha. It's a joke.
On the next episode of The Cosby Show, Theo's in love. Will the 1995 mail-order diamond ring be just what his girlfriend always wanted? Catch The Cause Monday night at 7. Then on Kate and Allie, Allie campaigns for her local congressman. Catch Kate and Allie Monday night at 7:30 here on Channel 9.
Life's not the French Riviera. Believe me, life's not a charity ball. It isn't all a great big bed of roses.
Oh, Ginger, I gotta stop by the market on the way home. We're out of matzos.
Matzos?
Matzos, unleavened bread. It was originally baked by the Hebrews as they fled the land of Pharaoh.
I know what it is. I just want to know what you're doing with them.
Well, I was reading my Bible the other night, and I was particularly moved by the story of the Exodus and how that this bread, baked in the desert, came to be the symbol of freedom. So I bought some and found out it's also dynamite with a little devil ham on it.
Amy, I'm not going straight home. Steve is picking me up after work.
Steve, didn't you say last week you were going to dump this guy?
So I'm into recycling. Look, the guy explained to me that he did not stand me up on our last date. He just had to work late. He's ambitious. Is there anything wrong with that?
Ambitious men will take what they can get. They'll use you, and then they'll throw you away like human coffee grounds. You've got to look out for a man who's too ambitious.
What if he's ambitious and good-looking?
Oh, then it's okay.
Howard, I have the best news. There's a new production of Carmen at the Music Center.
Ha! Boy, that is the best news. Who are you going to drag to it?
Well, you, of course. I have tickets for tomorrow night's performance.
I'm not going.
Oh, Howard, we could use a little culture in our lives.
Didn't we just go to something a couple of weeks ago?
Oh, yes, you took me to see yet another magician.
That's culture.
Howard, if Olivier himself were pouring milk into that paper funnel, it's a parlor trick at best.
I can't go. Roscoe Simpson's coming tomorrow night. He's my old Marine buddy. We're going to spend a couple of days together.
Oh, well, maybe I can get another ticket and we'll all go.
He's not going to want to go see no opera. He likes to do the kind of stuff I like to do.
He likes to sit on the couch with his hand in his pants, drinking beer and belching.
What's wrong with that?
Howard, lately I feel like we're spending less and less time together. We never do anything fun. I feel like I'm being completely ignored. Howard. Howard.
I'm sorry, what?
I feel like you don't pay any attention to what I say. Well?
What?
Well, would you care to comment on what I just said?
I'm sorry, I missed it.
Half the time I talk, you don't listen to what I say. I feel you just see I've stopped talking, and then you guess an appropriate response.
What? Well, Roscoe and I used to really have some great times. He sure could pick up women. I never saw him strike out. Women just can't say no to old Roscoe.
What about us, Howard? How do you feel about our problem?
Oh, sure, okay, great.
Insect.
Was I close?
Good news, girls. I'm finally going to get some of the recognition I deserve.
They're naming a germ after you?
I believe the love bug's name is Herbie. Now, every year, the lounge singers in town get together and vote for the best lounge act in L.A. And this is so perfect. The banquet's being held here this year, and guess who's been nominated for a Lizzie Award?
Ronnie Starr from the Crystal Room?
Yeah, and?
Erwin Kapinski at the Bigelows?
Yeah, him too, and?
I hope they nominated Bobby Douglas.
Well, they nominated Bobby Douglas.
Good. Then we all guessed right.
You didn't guess me. I was nominated for a Lizzie Award. It's pretty exciting, huh?
Sure the Bears won't be able to sleep all winter. Howard, I'm waiting on a pasta special. Is my nose having a 60s flashback, or do I smell high karate?
Drives you crazy, doesn't it? I'm running around with an old Marine buddy tonight. He is the king. In fact, you girls better be careful. You could end up in bed with old Roscoe.
Howard, I'm a married woman.
Never stopped him yet. He'll go to bed with anything.
Gee, I better stay on my toes. How was your date with Steve?
I did something with a man I've never done before.
Cross-dressing?
No. Well, you know he sells business computers, right? So, we thumbed through the phone book looking for potential customers.
You gotta dump this guy. He works too hard.
Well, what is wrong with that? You know how it is with these workaholics. It's all they think about.
He may marry you, and he'll probably make a fortune. He'll have a big house and gorgeous clothes, but you'll still be stuck at home alone, thinking about fooling around with a gardener. Is that what you want?
What does a gardener look like?
Oh, can I help you? Roscoe Simpson to see Howard Miller.
Oh, the old Marine buddy. You know, I have a good mind to tell you he's busy and send you away.
Excuse me. Forgive me for saying this, and I may be wrong, but when that light hits your eyes, there's such a warmth and vulnerability.
Cram it.
Okay, I'm wrong.
Sonny, you look a little disorganized tonight.
Gotta find a new song to sing for the Lizzie committee tomorrow night. Went and saw Ronnie Starr last night. He stole my number.
Just because he did the same song doesn't mean he stole it.
It wasn't just the same song. It was my medley. Feelings into my way, into a lovely bunch of coconuts. That's what we call special material.
Sounds special. You can still do it.
Nah, to tell you the truth, he did it better. When he sang Feelings, he cried.
Well, you could do that.
When he sang My Way, he threw off his coat.
Well, you can do that.
When he sang Lovely Bunch of Coconuts, he undid his tie.
You can do that.
Well, Howard must be dawdling in the pantry.
What's the rush? We can get to know each other. Forgive me if I'm being too forward, but this whole thing you do with your hair, wow.
Look, I don't know what you're trying to accomplish with these transparent, though accurate compliments, but I find them most distasteful.
Oh, excuse me for trying to be friendly. I don't know what your trouble is, honey, but where I come from, you don't come down on a guy who's trying to be nice.
Yes, I was overreacting a little. Oh, it's not really you that has me upset. See, I have these tickets for Carmen, and Howard won't go because he's going to be with you.
You have tickets to the new production of Carmen? What an opera. The music, the scenery, the je ne sais quoi.
Oh.
Howard doesn't want to go?
No, Howard doesn't like opera.
Why?
Because it isn't over when the fat lady sings.
Oh, listen, why don't you and I go?
Oh, I doubt
Why
it.
not?
No.
You love opera, I love opera. What's the harm?
Well, none, I suppose.
Listen, if we
but it-
slipped out right now, we don't even have to tell Howard.
Oh, I don't know.
What do you say?
Well, I would like to see it.
How's
but
about
it's
if I
just
buy you a rose to put between those beautiful teeth?
Olé.
Ronnie Starr to see Sonny Man.
Oh, Ronnie, it's nice to see you again.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's great to be back.
I'm sure you'll be able to find your table up. None of our regular customers is wearing reflective clothing this evening.
You're beautiful. Sonny!
Ronnie!
Great to see you. Great to see you. Everything set up for the banquet tomorrow night?
Hey, babe.
You said you'd get a star to MC. You didn't screw up, did you? Are you ready?
Ruta Lee.
Get out of here.
Is you 99% sure?
Hey, maybe Kopinski was right. Maybe you're not such a schnook. Oh, hey, Sonny. Good luck tonight.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much, but maybe I wouldn't need luck if you hadn't stolen my number.
What are you talking about?
Feelings, My Way, coconuts. That was my special material.
Hey, Sonny. Plagiarism is the highest form of flattery.
Amy, you want to get together and do something after work tonight?
Thought you were going out with Steve.
Yeah, I was, but he's got to work late again.
Boy, you must really like this guy. I have never seen you put up with broken dates like this.
You know, Amy, I have been wondering, why is it I haven't attracted Mr. Right yet? Well, maybe it is because I need to start thinking of someone other than myself. I mean, usually it is me, me, me. Well, now look at Steve. Steve is a good, hard-working man. Would it hurt me any to sacrifice something for his career?
Good for you.
Thank you.
So what do you want to do tonight?
Find some guys with time on their hands.
Oh, good evening.
Hello there.
Oh, Roscoe, please, not here.
Can't help it. I haven't stopped thinking about you since last night.
Look, it was a mistake. I want you to forget it.
You want me to forget it? I got a hickey the size of a small car.
Don't.
I want to see you again.
You're supposed to be here to see Howard.
Will you think about it?
Go.
Nancy.
Okay, I'm thinking. You weren't listening, were you?
To what?
Well, nothing. Jan, I want you to promise you will never tell anyone what you just heard.
What did I hear? A man came in. He said woof, and he wants to see you again because you gave him a large hickey.
Oh, you heard everything.
Just wanted to make sure.
Oh, Jan, what am I going to do? How long was it before you started to cheat on your first husband?
I did not cheat on my first husband.
Still not ready to talk about it?
Nancy, did you really go to bed with that guy?
You realize, of course, that none of this would have happened if Howard had been paying the slightest bit of attention to me lately.
What happened?
Well, it started innocently enough. We went to the opera, and then, well, somehow we ended up making out in his car.
Making out? You mean like in high school?
Oh, exactly. Only this time I didn't go all the way.
Okay, so technically you haven't cheated.
But I feel like I've cheated. I'm going to have to tell Howard. That's it. I'll tell Howard. He'll forgive me and everything will be fine.
Nancy, don't say anything. What Howard doesn't know won't hurt you.
You're right, of course. I won't tell Howard. No matter how much I want to, I'll be strong. You'll have to drag it out of me.
And I wouldn't see Roscoe again if I were you.
Oh, no, of course not.
Gee, it's been a long time since I made out in a car. Was it as good as you remembered?
Oh, uh-huh. Oh, it brought back such memories. Oh, looking at the stars, listening to the music, having the door handle jammed in my head.
Well, that's the 50-cent tour.
Hey. Bet you have a pretty good time with these waitresses back there in the pantry, huh?
Are you kidding me? Not that much.
Good to see you again,
Good
Howard.
to see you, too. I can't believe you hung me up last night.
Well, you know how it is, Howard. I met a woman. She had that can't keep my hands off you look in her eyes.
You're never going to change, huh?
Not when I'm having this much fun, right?
Hey, Nancy, wait a minute. I want you to meet Roscoe Simpson. Remember how worried I was last night when he didn't show up?
Oh, God, he knows. Oh, Howard, I'm so sorry. I couldn't help myself. I didn't want to go with him, but I couldn't control myself. Will you ever forgive me?
It was you?
Oh, God, I feel so much better.
He was the one you were out with?
Look, Howard.
Hey. Could you do this? Why, Nancy?
What happened? He dragged it out of me.
I don't believe it. My life's over. Ruta Lee just canceled out on me. I don't have an MC for tonight.
How come she can't make it?
There's a convention of the fans of the original High Rollers game, and they need Ruta to kiss the dice. What am I gonna do?
Relax. So what if it is the last minute and it's only an award ceremony for lounge singers? You can always find somebody in show business who is desperate enough to do this sort of thing, no matter how insignificant the exposure is.
How about it, Doc?
Sure.
Sorry I'm late, everyone. Is Howard here?
Not yet.
Oh.
You mean he's not with you? Oh, great. You know, when I rented the restaurant for the night, I was supposed to get a chef who was going to cook dinner. Where is he?
Oh, I don't know.
What are we going to do about food?
Forage.
How do you like that? Most important night of my life, and she doesn't care.
Sonny, I think Nancy's a little bit more concerned about saving her marriage than your awards banquet.
That's what I'm talking about. What are her priorities? You know, it's not like I win a Lizzie every year.
How do you know you're going to win?
If I tell you, can I trust you not to tell anyone else?
You think I tell other people I talk to you?
Okay. This is my plan for Ruta Lee, but it should work with Dot, too. When she goes to announce the winner, I'm going to knock the envelope out of her hand and switch it with an envelope that looks just like it, but has my name in it.
Sonny, do you really think this award will mean anything to you if you cheat to get it?
Yeah, I think so.
Sonny, you've done a lot of despicable things in your life, but I'd have to say that this is... No, it isn't. I was just going to say this is the worst thing you've ever done, but I thought of 3 things that make this seem noble.
See?
Feelings my way, coconuts and you.
Thank
Ronnie Starr, the last of the nominated singers for this year's Lizzie Award. And now, the winner of this year's Lizzie Award is...
Oops.
And the winner is... Sunny Man. Really, Sunny Man.
This is unbelievable. Oh, so many things to say, I don't know where to begin. I guess at the beginning. When I was 8, I started playing the piano. Dreamed something like this was possible. When I was 9, I wasn't so sure. When I was 10, I was in the Boy Scouts, and well, nothing seemed to matter. Let me skip right ahead. The idea of being acknowledged by your peers. The same people who have been laughing at me in front of my back all these years. They like me. You really like me. I guess what I want to say is... really, in those empty feelings, those cha-cha feelings in my heart. Wait a minute, come on back here. Hey!
Sorry I'm late. I can still make dessert.
Okay. Sure. Oh, Howard, we have to talk. I was worried sick. Where were you last night?
Well, I had a lot of thinking to do. I stayed with a friend.
What friend?
Doesn't matter, just a friend. Look, I've thought long and hard about how mad I am about this.
Oh, Howard, do you know how sorry I am? Nothing happened, really. I was just feeling lonely, and I wish it had never happened. What friend?
Just a friend.
Doesn't he have a name?
That's Kathy.
A woman? You spent the night with a woman?
Not a woman. She's a hooker.
Oh.
Well, she's not really a hooker. She used to be a hooker. Well, she still is a hooker, but we're just friends.
Oh, of course, just friends.
Yeah, you've seen all those Donahues and Oprahs where hookers say that some men just want someone they can talk to.
Oh, come on, Howard. Even those girls' mothers don't believe that.
Well, all right, maybe I didn't go over there to just talk, but that's what I wound up doing. I started talking about how I really feel about you, and I realized, do we really have to talk about this?
You realize that you really do love me?
Okay.
Howard, it means so much to me to hear you say that. Look, I was just feeling ignored because we just don't talk enough about our feelings. Do you think we could do a little more of that from now on?
Yeah, okay.
Well said. You know, when I was waiting for you here and trying to figure out what I was going to say, all I really wanted to do was just get you in that pantry and show you how I feel. What do you say?
Okay.
Life's not the French Riviera. Believe me, life's not a charity ball. It isn't all a great big bed of roses. It's not like showbiz, but the main thing I
about? You look fine. That's because I haven't exhaled since I left home.
Maybe you're just retaining water.
I'm retaining water and breakfast and lunch and those horrible little marzipan cookies that Amy brought in the other day. I'm retaining everything, and it's making me fat.
Why don't you just waddle on over here and change your clothes? It'll make you feel better.
Right. Forcing myself into the uniform of death is just what I need to perk me up.
Are you under a lot of stress?
Maybe it is the stress. Richie's been driving me crazy lately. He wants to leave Los Angeles. He says it's getting too crowded and too polluted.
Oh, I hear a lot of people say they want to move away from L.A.
To North Dakota? Do any of them want to move to North Dakota?
He's not serious, is he? I mean, the weather in North Dakota is the pits. It's blazing hot in the summer and freezing cold in the winter.
He's got a heating and air conditioning business. He figures we'll be rolling in dough in North Dakota.
And what do you figure?
I figure I'll be fat in North Dakota.
Howard, here's a security system called the Macedonian. Protect your home with the best. Ooh, they've got this muscular Greek chap in a tin skirt. Oh, I like it.
Security systems are a waste of money.
Oh, they're not. What if somebody breaks into the house?
Security systems don't stop thieves. Those little signs on your house that say you have a security system, that's what stops the bad guys. All we need is a sign.
Well, where do you get them?
I don't know. We could steal one off somebody's lawn.
Jonesy?
Pooped. I don't know what's the matter with me. I just don't have any energy.
Maybe you should see a doctor.
What's a doctor gonna say? That I work too hard? That I need to take a rest? That I should get away for a while, like to North Dakota? No, thank you.
Wait a minute. Why are you getting so upset about this North Dakota thing? I mean, Richie's probably just teasing.
That's what I thought. Until I started finding letters from real estate agents. I'm telling you, Dot, he's really serious.
Well, maybe it won't be so bad.
Dorothy, the best thing you can say about North Dakota is that it's a hop, skip, and a jump from Montana.
Sonny, Phil Roman, talented artist. I'm your new agent.
What are you talking about? What happened to Sam Lewis? I've been with him for years.
Didn't you hear? Sam died.
And nobody called.
Well, Sam probably wanted to call and tell you himself, but he was real busy that last day with meetings and phone calls and chest pains. So, babe, it's okay if I call you babe. I know we just met.
Actually, I prefer Sonny. And I don't know if I like this.
Oh, it's gonna be all right. Don't you worry about it. I'm gonna have you out of here very soon.
Really?
You deserve better than this. I'm taking you to the top.
Really?
We're gonna make sure a lot of very big record producers know your name.
Really?
Don't you worry. We're going places, Sonny.
Hey, babe. Call me babe.
Oh, Howard, here's an inexpensive security service with infrared lights. When the intruder breaks the beam of light, the alarm goes off.
What happens when I try to sneak in late some night?
When the alarm screams, searchlights crisscross the yard, and a voice on a bullhorn shouts, "Get up against the wall and spread your legs." Could be interesting.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. We're not spending any money on a security system.
Hey, why don't you all just get one of those big attack dogs? You can feed it with the throwaway scraps from here. Wouldn't cost you much at all.
That's a thought. Although I always wondered, how do attack dogs know who to attack?
I don't care. I don't want a dog in my house.
Actually, you know, you can train it to attack on either a vocal command or visual command, like when it sees some funny hairdo or some ridiculous dress. Yes, a dog like that could be a man's best friend.
Jan.
Richie.
Hi, honey. We have to talk.
What are you doing here? Something wrong?
Nothing's wrong. I've got great news. I couldn't wait for you to get home.
What is it?
I got a call tonight from a realtor in North Dakota. There's a heating and air conditioning business up for sale in Bismarck. I'm flying up there tomorrow morning. I'm going to buy it.
Richie, this North Dakota thing has become an obsession. Maybe a psychologist could help if we or you went to see one.
Why would I want to talk to a psychologist?
Because this is crazy.
Look, Jan, look, I know there aren't many people in North Dakota. I know there's nothing to do there, but those aren't any reasons to say no to this.
They sound like reasons.
Hey, you are wrong about this. Do you know how many famous people come from North Dakota?
I think a more important question is how many famous people have moved to North Dakota?
Jan,
I'm a little disappointed in your attitude. You know, when we were first married, you said you'd follow me anywhere.
No. No, I think what I said is I was willing to live in the valley. There's a big difference.
We have a problem here.
I know. Richie, look, I know you've been under a lot of stress lately. I think you should see a psychologist tomorrow. Nancy sees a Dr. Tishman. If he's helped her...
Look, I am not seeing a psychologist tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm flying up to Bismarck and buying our dream place. And then we're moving.
If you two thimbleheads can't keep your orders straight...
Hold it. We messed up a couple of orders. I don't think it's fair to call us thimbleheads.
You're right. It reflects badly on all the real thimbleheads in the world.
Are you in a bad mood or something?
Incredible. Now, what number am I thinking of?
He's been in a bad mood all day because Bluto made a little mess in the house.
Who's Bluto?
I took your advice. Bought an attack dog.
If this dog is smart enough to figure out who to attack, why can't he tell the difference between my Queen Anne chair and a fire hydrant?
My beautiful lady, near you. Thank you. Bubby, what happened to Babe?
Oh, we are way past Babe. Bubby, tell me, does it mean anything to you when I say the name Theo Petherkowitz?
Means you stretched my shirt.
Sorry, I'm excited. Theo Petherkowitz is the president of Moulin Blue Records. I told him all about you. Sonny, we're this close to a record deal.
Don't tease me.
I'm telling you, we'll close the deal after you play at a party at his house tomorrow night.
Tomorrow, I don't know if I can get off work.
Get off work? Sonny, you're going to be a star. You're not going to need this job. Now, do I have to tell Brunhilde that you're not going to be here, or will you?
No, I'll tell her. I just got to think of a good excuse. My grandmother died.
Sorry to hear that. My best to your family. Gotta run.
I like that guy. He's so sincere. Yo, love slaves.
You know what I like best about you, Sonny?
What's that?
When I'm with you, I feel that celibacy really does make sense.
You know, you may be playing hard to get now, but let's see how you do after tonight when I sign my new record contract at the home of none other than Mr. Theo Petherkowitz.
Sonny, you're spritzing the glasses.
Sorry, I'm excited. Nancy, I need a favor. You gotta let me off work tonight. I have a chance to have the biggest break of my career.
You're fired.
No, really. I'm gonna be playing for the president of a record company. It's just for one night.
Sonny, over the years, you've toyed with my emotions, telling me you were getting this deal or that. I just can't take the letdowns anymore. You're fired.
Oh, wait a minute. You can't fire me. Who's gonna play the piano?
The last time I went to a carnival, they had this chicken who played the piano when a light went on. Of course, I'll have to pay him a few bucks extra every week, but...
That's it. I've been meaning to say this to you for a long time. You are rude, overbearing, and you dress funny. And I wish you nothing but bad luck for the rest of your life. And I hope you realize that absolutely no one likes you. And someday, when they make a list of the truly mean and horrible people in the world, the name Nancy Beebe will be right near the top. Whether the list is alphabetical or not.
Sonny.
What?
Nanner, nanner, nanner.
Nancy just fired Sonny.
I know.
How do you know?
Good news travels fast.
Nice of you to show up.
Sorry, I had to go to the doctor.
What's wrong?
Well, you know I've been gaining weight, and I've been tired, and I've been a little irritable lately.
They've discovered a cure for letting yourself go?
The doctor says I'm pregnant.
How could this happen?
We have been through this.
Don't you start with me. You know what I mean. I can't believe it. One of the most beautiful and meaningful miracles is about to occur. Jan's knocked up.
I'm a little confused. I thought you couldn't get pregnant.
That's what I thought. That's what the doctor had told me.
Well, what did he say when he told you you were pregnant?
He said, congratulations. Now, does your insurance cover this?
Will you be leaving us, Jan, or are you going to do that pioneer thing and have the child in the lounge?
I don't know. There's so much to sort out. I mean, I thought I only had 4 more years till the last kid was out of the house and I could stop pretending Pepsi was bad for breakfast.
You know, I envy you, Jan. I always wanted a child until I imagined those little handprints on my paisley wallpaper. Good luck.
Have you told Richie yet? Not yet. I called his hotel in Bismarck, but he'd already left for the airport. He'll be in tonight.
Oh, having this baby's gonna be great. It's gonna make you feel young. And you know that long knitted thing that you've been knitting? Well, you can cut it up and sew it up into little knitted things. It's gonna be fabulous.
What are you hoping for, a boy or a girl?
Well, when the doctor told me right away I wanted a little girl. Shopping! Yeah, they got some great things for little girls. But then, when I was on my way over here, I started to get in touch with this new little person that's inside me. It's amazing how right away you can sense the life that's there. Anyway, we had a long talk, and I think it's going to be a little boy.
You actually talked to him?
Oh, yeah. I just pictured him on his little changing table, and I was giving him a fresh diaper and telling him how much I love him and how glad we are that he's here.
And what'd he say?
Not much. Like most baby boys, he just smiled and burped and peed on my shirt.
Hey, I don't care if it's your birthday. Keep off the couch. Phil, it's about time.
Theo Petherkowitz, I want you to meet a very talented guy, Mr. Sunny Man.
Hi, just want
Get
you to
in
know
here,
it's
will
really...
ya? These kids are driving me crazy.
Yeah, well, I worked up some special material so you could see my full range.
Yeah, great. Listen, here's your costume. You get dressed back there.
What is this?
A clown suit.
I'm not going to wear a clown suit.
What's he talking about?
My fault. I forgot to tell Sonny about the clown suit. It's not a problem.
Doesn't go with what I'm going to sing.
I don't care what you sing. Just keep the kids happy. And don't worry about getting it dirty if the kids want to play horsey or something.
Horsey? You want me to play horsey? Big deal. So you put a kid on your back and you gallop around the room a little. It's not like it's demeaning or anything.
I'm not going to wear this thing.
Okay, look. Sonny, obviously we had some crossed wires here. So why not make the best out of a bad situation? You put on the clown suit and you do your number. Petherkowitz is still going to hear you. Do you think, once you start singing, he's going to even notice that you're wearing a clown suit?
I'm not going to wear the shoes.
Okay, you don't have to put on the shoes, but put on the suit.
I really hate this.
I know. Sonny?
Yeah.
It's going to look silly without the shoes. So, if you or your friends can sing or dance or have a specialty act, just call. Gotta run. Listen to me, Sonny. It's not that bad. It's a very dignified clown suit.
Ladies and gentlemen, and children of all ages, I'd like to do a number from the musical La Cage aux Folles. It's a story about two men who like to play dress-up all the time. I am what I am. I am my own special creation. I can't do this. They love you. So, come take a look. Give me the hook or the ovation. It's my world that I want to have a little pride in. My world, and it's not a place I have to hide in. Life's not worth a damn till you can say, hey world, I am what I am. Thank you.
Patsy, aren't you worried about Howard? It's not like him to be late.
Oh, I'm sure he's fine. When I left this afternoon, he was taking a nap. Perhaps he overslept.
Hi, Jan.
Richie, welcome home. I'm so glad you're back.
I came right from the airport. We have to talk.
We sure do. Come on. Honey, I have a surprise for you.
Great, but first I gotta tell you, Jan, there's no place like North Dakota.
Really?
Oh, beautiful country. Not many people. Really gives a man a chance to think. Mainly I thought, what the hell am I doing in North Dakota?
That wasn't you thinking. That was me screaming.
I know. But you gotta realize why I went up there. The pressure's really been getting to me. I mean, last year we took on those house payments, and Charlie's braces are gonna cost a fortune, and who knows what 2 kids in college are gonna cost me. So, I don't know, I guess I just wanted to run away from it all. But now, I'm thinking, if we're careful, and we don't take on any new major expenses, we don't have to move to North Dakota.
But we can occasionally go out to dinner or to a movie or have a baby.
What kind of baby?
A baby. You know, like Charlie and Ellen, only smaller.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being most serious, how serious are you?
11. We're gonna have a baby. The doctor doesn't know how, but it's true.
This is great! A baby!
Oh, this isn't gonna make you run back to North Dakota, is it?
Oh, this isn't a major expense. This is a baby. What can it cost? A couple of $100,000 if it doesn't want to go to school, I'm fine.
Are you sure? Because if there's anything that I can do to make this easier on you, you better tell me now. In a few weeks, I'm gonna start getting moody.
Well, I guess all I can ask is that you crave inexpensive foods.
Okay. I'll go for the mock crab.
And that my studio doesn't become the baby's room?
I'm starting to get a little moody.
I should never bring up never having to change a diaper.
Now I'm cranky.
Okay. What did you do with him?
Oh, Howard, there you are. I was beginning to get worried.
Well, I woke up from my nap and found that someone had broken into the house.
Oh, goodness. Well, didn't Bluto stop them?
Oh, they took Bluto. Bluto and my collection of German war memorabilia, that's it.
Oh, well, I know you don't want to spend any money on security systems, Howard. And if we want to stop any future intruders, perhaps we should put a bucket of water over the door.
I found it a little strange that all they took was my German war memorabilia and Bluto, so I snooped around a little. And how come, when I looked in your glove compartment, I found these dog yummies and this medal from the Luftwaffe?
I know nothing.
Well, I'm going to leave the porch light on because I have a feeling that Bluto's going to find his way back.
Right, with Jimmy Hoffa behind him.
Nancy, Your Highness, can I speak to you for a moment?
What is it?
Well, if you haven't hired that chicken to play the piano yet, can I have my job back?
It's yours.
Really?
Yes, for some reason, you're less of a threat to the health code.
All right.
Coming up next, it's fresh and exciting. Special guests, entertainment, and the news. Richard Bay hosts the hottest talk in the headlines. Live from our studio, watch 9 Broadcast Plaza for the latest topics and controversies surrounding us all. 9 Broadcast Plaza next on Universal 9, home of the New York State Lottery drawings and the New York Mets.
But the main thing I could possibly cheer not the people die. Making it big, we know we're doing good. Can we maybe less than wealthy? But again, we're young and healthy. And anyone who's young and healthy knows that that's the way. The traffic flow. It's
What are you clipping out, Amy?
Oh, I found this great recipe for chili mac.
What's the big deal? Heat up a can of chili, dump it on some macaroni. You got chili mac.
Oh, I like your recipe even better than this one.
Good evening, ladies. Cross your fingers and hold your breath.
Why?
I got an audition.
Dad, if we were to hold our breath every time you had an acting audition, we'd all look like Dizzy Gillespie.
This is not an acting audition. They might want me to replace Mitzi Mitsubishi on the Channel 6 News.
They want you to be a newscaster?
You got it.
But you don't have any experience.
Well, they say I don't need any. They think I could be another Phyllis George.
You can't set your sights too high.
Don, I'm real excited for you. But why are they getting rid of Mitzi Mitsubishi? I thought she was good.
Oh, they're not getting rid of her. They're promoting her to their Washington bureau. They were really impressed by that special report she did on unwed mothers and swimwear.
Oh, so you've arrived. Well, we'll make do.
I haven't had time to change. I had a late interview.
Got to try not to be a newscaster.
Well, shiver me timbers. I somehow was under the impression you wanted to be an actress.
Oh, come on, Nancy. Those newscasters are acting all the time. Tom Brokaw's from South Dakota. You think he gives a hoot what's happening way on the other side of the world?
You're deep, Amy. The reason I popped in was to tell you there's been a change in schedule. You all have Monday off.
Nancy, don't toy with us.
The fire department has ordered an on-site inspection of every sprinkler system in the downtown area.
All right.
Newsflash, I want you all at work in 5 minutes, and that includes our budding Barbara Walters.
Wow, wouldn't that be something? Well, she hasn't just driven by Patrick Swayze's house. She's actually been in it.
Amy, do you notice anything different about me?
Oh, you poor thing.
What is it?
I don't notice anything different.
Yeah, well, this morning I looked in the mirror and something frightened me. Is that a white hair there?
Which one?
The white one.
Well, which white one?
God, I'm starting to breathe.
Can I go now?
Amy, can you keep a secret?
Sure, I guess.
I got a birthday coming up on Monday.
Oh, funny, that's really nice.
No, it's not nice. It means I'm getting old. And I don't want anyone to know, all right? So just forget it.
Don't worry. Whenever you talk to me, I make my mind a blank.
Ladies and gentlemen, I consider myself a descendant of the troubadours of old. And in those times when the king would say, play something jolly, the troubadour would make with a hey nanny nanny. And the king would say, play me a love song. Minstrel would lay down a few bars of Fly Me to the Moon. And when the king said, give me some beheading music, the guy'd be right there with the minor chords. But every now and then, the troubadour had to sing what was in his heart. And tonight, your humble troubadour would like to sing a song he wrote that tells what's in his heart. My skies are shaded gray. My hopes begin to fray. I've got this hole inside my soul that just won't go away. My aching heart reaches out and there's nowhere. I'm so full of emptiness. Where is warmth? Where is love? She's out there in limbo, a bimbo that I'm dreaming of. Social life's a loss. My date book's growing lost. Full of names of knockout names who'll never come across. If I could get just one girl,
Sonny, now don't go getting all morbid on us just because you're having a birthday.
Amy told you? It's supposed to be a secret.
Well, she's only telling people who don't care. You having a birthday party?
Get real. If I had a party, who would come?
You're right. How old are you going to be?
39.
Really? Wow. Would it make you feel any better if I told you you don't look 39?
I don't?
No. Not with all that white hair, you don't.
Howard, since we have Monday off, I thought we might steal away for a romantic weekend.
Yeah?
You remember that little hotel in the Carmel, the one with the wishing well? I thought we could get our own room then.
Oh, I only liked Carmel when Clint Eastwood was mayor.
Yeah, they're probably taking the gallows out of town square and everything.
You know, the Grunion are running this weekend. I thought we might shoot up to Malibu with a pail, a beach blanket, a couple of six-packs, do some big game hunting.
That does sound like fun.
Hey, what's a grunion?
Grunion are little fish. Once every year, they let the tide wash them up on the beach. They spawn in the sand, and then the tide washes them out to sea again.
While they're on shore, you try to grab the squirmy little things with your bare hands, toss them in a bucket. People are half in the bag, falling down, getting wet.
I married the American sportsman.
They actually spawn in the sand. That is disgusting.
If the thought of little fish doing it disgusts you, you're lucky you've never been to Zuma Beach on prom night.
Hey, if you're not doing anything this weekend, I was thinking that maybe you and me and Dot could go away someplace together. You know, share expenses, split the driving, and take in one of California's finest cultural attractions.
Another tour of dead movie stars' graves? No, thank you.
Got to you, huh?
You know, it would be kind of nice to get away for a couple of days.
Why do I feel left out?
Because I am.
Oh, well, I didn't think Richie would let you go.
I could probably saw through the bars in the bathroom window. Actually, he'd be thrilled. He could watch the sports channel all weekend.
Well, doesn't he do that anyway?
Sure, but he says it's not the same when I'm there. He lives in constant fear I'm about to burst into the room and change the channel to PBS.
Yo, girls. Yo, Dewey. Sonny's not back from the urologist yet?
I didn't know anything was wrong with him.
Yeah. He's been manifesting psychosomatic prostate problems. It's all got to do with his birthday he's got coming up.
What's the big deal about turning 39?
What 39? Sonny's gonna be 40.
He told us 39.
That's how traumatic it is for him. He can't even admit it to himself. I thought I'd cheer him up by throwing a little surprise party, and you're all invited.
Louis, we have a little problem with that.
What's that?
None of us like him.
Hey, hanging around with Sonny, I run into this particular brick wall myself. Come on. The 40th birthday's a really tough one for everybody. Ooh, incidentally, don't any of you tell him that I told you that he was turning 40, because if he knew that you knew, it'd kill him.
Right. Men have a hard time turning 40. I went through it with Richie. He lost a lot of weight, grew a mustache, and started to dress sort of Italian.
Well, I can't believe Sonny's actually turning 40. It's so ancient.
You want to hit her, or should I?
Why should I hit her?
How about it, girls? You gonna come to the old geezer's surprise party, or what?
We'd really like to, Louis.
No, we wouldn't.
Let me rephrase that. We can't.
Why not? Sonny tells me you got that day off.
That's right. But we're going away. Amy has talked us into taking a little trip together, so we're going away with Amy.
We are?
Yes.
Sounds great.
Where are we going?
Where are we going, Amy?
Oh, well, I thought it'd be nice if we all took a little trip to Hemet.
Hemet?
What's in Hemet?
Ramona.
Who's Ramona?
Oh, it's this famous pageant where all the folks in Hemet dress up in these Spanish costumes and they act out a tender love story of early California. Western Travel Magazine calls it a never-to-be-forgotten experience.
Wow. This sounds fun.
On the other hand, you know a person only has a 40th birthday once.
This is what they mean about being caught between the rock and the hard place.
Yeah, this party can only last a couple hours at best, but this Ramona thing...
What time you want us?
8.
Great. Wonderful. What happened to Emmett and Ramona.
Don't bring it up again.
I can assume that you don't want to help me with the actual party preparations. But, you know, maybe you could give me a helpful hint as to what would be a quality party favor?
Oh, I'd say showing up is favor enough.
Nancy, did you know Sonny's got a birthday coming up Monday?
Watch me not care.
Louis throwing him a surprise birthday party and would like it if we'd all show up.
Watch me not come.
Nancy, it is sort of a major birthday. Sonny's been telling everybody he's going to be 39, but we have it on very good authority that he's actually the big 4-0.
Let me get this straight. Sonny knows nothing about this birthday.
Right?
So when we leap out with a cake sagging under the weight of 40 candles, Sonny will realize for the first time that his terrible secret is out.
I guess.
It'll be like rubbing salt in a wound.
I hadn't thought of that.
Howard and I wouldn't miss it for the world. Pencil us in.
What about the grunion?
Grunion on Sunday, Sonny on Monday. You can spend your weekend watching 2 species of fish squirm.
Any word on that newscasting job?
Oh, they're still interested. I'm going to go see them on Tuesday. They want to test my expertise in one final area.
Mideast crisis?
National debt.
They want to see if I'm any good at putting down the weatherman.
Weatherman? Isn't the weatherman on Channel 6 that fat, bald guy, the one with the list that's always wearing those funny ties?
Right. Now all I have to do is figure out something about him that I can make fun of.
Hi there. Can I come in for a moment?
What do you want?
To ask a little favor.
Oh, make it short.
Thanks.
I guess it isn't a secret. Tomorrow's my birthday.
No, it isn't.
I guess it isn't a secret which birthday it is.
No, that's not a secret either.
Yeah, well, when a guy's about to hit 39, you know, it's painful looking back on his life. His triumphs.
Yeah, I can see would that be painful.
Painful part's the disappointments.
We got to set up, Sonny. I don't think we have this much time.
I'll be brief. My biggest regret is having never had a really meaningful relationship with a woman. Oh, sure, there was Darlene Fargo.
Who was she?
It was somebody I met at the Hoo-Ha Club in Bayonne. She was more than just a hat check girl. She was studying to be a cosmetician. Boy, she was bright. I really thought we could make it happen.
Huh? I'll raise you. So what went wrong?
Oh, she kept giving me mixed messages, you know. One time it would be, Sonny, get out. Next time it would be, Sonny, drop dead. Darlene and her mood swings. We never did get it together.
What do you want, Sonny?
Well, tomorrow's my birthday, and you're probably all worried about what to get me.
2 pairs.
Look, there's
Well, what I'd like most in life is to have a really warm, meaningful relationship with a woman, even if it's only for one night.
Sonny, isn't that a bit much to ask of a woman?
Hey, I'm facing a really rough birthday. I could use a shot in the arm.
Could use a few rounds in the belly.
Just think about it. I mean, it's not all of you, just one of you. For one night. All right, hey, part of one night. And if it'll make you feel better, I'll call you afterwards.
I can't believe we're actually throwing a party for that scum sucker when we could be in Emmett.
Amy, you must look on the bright side. With any luck at all, Monday's going to be one of the worst days of Sonny's life. And we'll be there to share it with him.
Amen. Steal him up.
I don't know what could be keeping Sonny. More clam dip?
Maybe he had plans for the evening.
No, I was just with him. You know, I wanted to take Sonny someplace really classy, you know, because it's a big birthday. So I took him to Tommy Lasorda's restaurant in the marina. I don't know. What is it about cloth napkins?
Did you two leave together?
Oh, yeah, but he parked blocks away. You know, he didn't want to have to tip the parking attendant. But still, he should have been here 15 minutes ago.
Well, he better show his face here soon. You know, I have no intention of sitting around here waiting for somebody I don't even want to see.
Hey, we could kill time by playing Trivial Pursuit.
Waiting for Sonny is a trivial pursuit.
We could always think of some more excuses why nobody bought a gift.
I hear somebody coming down the hall.
Oh, Howard, quick, okay.
Yes, Pawana.
Can the lights.
Yeah, it is.
said you wanted to have a party. You didn't tell me there was already one going on.
It's an old friend of mine,
Angela.
Angela. I just bumped into her over at the museum.
I generally stake out the corner by the Hollywood Wax Museum. You run into a lot of tourist trade. Oh, are you a tour guide? You could say.
Clammed it?
Sonny, you didn't introduce me to your friends.
Oh, right. These are the people I work with, and Louis.
Oh, did you all go on his world concert tour?
There wasn't room in the van.
I didn't think the guy should be alone on his birthday.
Neither did I.
Well, say, what's a birthday without a cake?
Oh, good thinking.
A cake would make this party darn near perfect.
You didn't tell me it was your birthday. How old are you?
Well, I guess you could say somewhere between 30 and...
Death.
Well, I finally got them all lit. Read them and weep.
Don? Don! Long time no see.
Hey.
Don, remember me? It's Angela.
You must have me mixed up with somebody else. My name is Howard. Isn't it?
That's right. It's Howard.
Come off it, Donnie. I never forget a face. Or a tattoo.
She's seen your tattoo.
A lot of guys named Don must have tattoos.
Born to boogie.
She's seen your tattoo.
Oh, I don't believe this.
Hey, Sonny, you meet up with a girl like that, you gotta pretty much figure she's been with other guys.
Well, I hate to not eat and run, but I am getting the hell out of here.
Nancy, you've got this all wrong.
Oh, have I?
Well, some of it, yeah.
Bye, Don. So, what do you all want to do now?
Well, hey, look at that time. I've got to go.
Yeah, Amy, come on, let's go. You know the old saying, two is company, nine's a crowd.
Happy birthday, Sonny. Oh, listen, it was just so nice meeting you. Thank you. The outfit you got on. Oh, wait up.
Gotta hand it to you, Louis. For a surprise party, it's a doozy.
So, who's for cake?
Are you wage slave?
Well, did you get your job?
Are you the new voice of Channel 6?
Nah, was beaten out by Bambi Bissell.
Bambi Bissell? Isn't that the girl that points at the prizes on Bobbin' for Bucks?
That's her. They felt she had more video know-how.
Ladies, tonight's special is Coco Van.
Hey, Nancy, did you and Don work out your little problem, or did he really walk into a door?
Oh, you mean that little contretemps last night? Oh, water under the bridge. When people have lives as varied as Howard and myself, every now and then a little bit of flotsam from the past is bound to surface. We laughed about it later.
You crazy kids.
I still can't believe Howard actually convinced that girl he was Don King.
You looked fabulous last night. Hey, you got a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Just wanted to thank you all for coming to my party last night, even though it didn't go that smoothly.
Well, at least you got your birthday wish.
Oh, what was that?
Angela.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't she bright? Oh, by the way, I'm not really 39. I'm 40. I could say it now.
Oh, we know that, Sonny. Didn't you count the candles on your cake?
Oh, I thought that was one to grow on. And you know, being the year after 39 isn't so bad. I feel more mature, better adjusted, and ready for a real relationship. So how should we decide who it's going to be? Alphabetical order. Amy?
Who wants to kill him?
Let's take turns.
Alphabetical order.
wedding?
Well, the flowers were beautiful, the music was beautiful, the bride was beautiful. I hate weddings.
All weddings are just the ones that involve ex-boyfriends.
All weddings. It's the married people that are there. They're all so smug. If you're single, they all look at you like, oh, poor thing. She must be backwards or something.
I guess I can't relate to that.
There it is. Smug.
I can't help it. I'm married.
Well, there's one good thing that Jason's wedding did do. It proved to me that I'm now ready for a relationship to work.
Well, that's the first step towards marriage.
You mean going to bed with the guy is the second step? Oh, is my face red?
Now I just have to figure out why is it I haven't found Mr. Right yet. Hey, maybe I can be a little bit more open about the situation. He doesn't have to be the richest guy, or the funniest guy, or the best-looking guy. Of course, if he's not good-looking and funny, he better be rich.
Have y'all, is Ginger here yet? Because if she's not, I got the lowdown on Jason's wedding.
Oh,
great. Okay. Well, where do I start?
Try the most embarrassing part.
Oh, I guess that's when they took the wedding picture. She made such a spectacle of herself.
No.
Oh, no, I hadn't even...
I don't want to hear it. I don't want her to hear it.
Oh, she made the biggest fool of herself. It was so embarrassing. We were all... It's really cute.
I would love to hear it. You were saying something about somebody making a fool of herself?
Well, I was just telling them a little anecdote about Jason's
Amy,
wedding.
I did not make a fool of myself.
Well, you did kind of force yourself into the wedding picture.
That was a mistake. I tripped over an usher.
Well, you did try to push Jason's wife down.
I did not.
Yeah, you did.
I did not.
Yeah, you did.
Jason's father caught her. What is the big deal?
And then you wrestled with the photographer.
Now, Amy, that is tradition. You throw a little rice, catch a bouquet, wrestle with the photographer. Don't they do that in Texas?
Oh, if it isn't Phil Roman, agent to the stars. And Sonny Mann's agent.
Sonny's gonna surprise you one day, Nancy. I plan to package him with Dom DeLuise. I want to do a fat guy, thin guy, buddy picture. Get this. 2 guys on the lam from something. We're talking can't miss.
The thin guys at the piano. We're talking can't play.
Sonny! Phil! Great news. You're gonna have your own TV show.
Don't play with my head.
Babe, I mean it. Out of my own pocket, I bought for you an hour's worth of TV time.
That must have cost thousands of dollars.
35?
Wow, 35K.
$35. The show's on cable access.
That's right, you couldn't get me on the network?
When you're on the network, you have no control. I mean, what if they put you up against the old Lisa Bonet show? You're funny, babe, but come on.
You're right. Well, what am I gonna do? Hey, I got it. Talk, music, pattern. It's a whole new concept.
I like it. It's so fresh.
I already know what I'm gonna call it. Sonny's Manhole. What do you think?
Beautiful. I don't get it, but we'll talk. We'll have lunch later.
Aha! No reading during business hours.
That's what you say when I read in bed at night.
No, at that time I'm playing the coquette. Now I'm playing the boss.
Hard to tell the difference.
What sort of reading material could be so riveting? Is it Guns and Ammo's anniversary issue or this month's Man with Dead Fish?
It's Entrepreneur Magazine. It's about opportunities for the small businessman.
Nice briefcase. Why do you care about this?
I've been working for other people all my life. I feel like I'm spinning my wheels. We're going to ever have any kind of nest egg. We got to invest in something, you know, make a killing in the business world.
How would you, who could barely balance a checkbook, embark on such an enterprise?
I've been doing some research, and I think I've come up with a really bold idea. I want to open a key shop.
Have you lost a lot of sleep over this?
Don't put this down, Nancy. There's an advertisement in this magazine for a burned-out photomat. I think it would be perfect for a key shop. Now, everybody needs keys, right?
Okay, I'll give you that.
Once we get them in there for the keys, we could sell them a felt tip pen, one of those little skunky car deodorizers. We could make a fortune. What do you think?
I think you've up and gone stupid on me.
It's not nice to step on a man's dreams, Nancy.
It's better than watching him trip over them.
I wish I could come up with a good reason to call this photographer.
Ooh, is that the guy you met at Jason's wedding?
Yeah. I gotta get him to ask me out.
Why don't you just ask him out?
I can't do that.
Why not? Men like it when you ask them out. Of course, they think you're easy.
I just never felt comfortable about asking men out. I can't stand the possibility of rejection. Ah, forget it. I'm not calling this guy. Besides, he's just a wedding photographer, no future in that.
Well, there could be. He could get better at it and get into filmmaking and become a Steven Spielberg. And I'd be Amy Irving and go off to Europe together and make movies. Oh, I'm sorry. We're talking about your life.
Yes, we are.
Wait a minute. You mean you're not going to see this guy just because of what he does for a living? Face it. You're a waitress.
I won't be a waitress forever.
Oh? What are you going to be?
I don't know. If I knew that, I wouldn't be a waitress.
What can I tell you? Flip a coin.
And if it doesn't turn up right, flip it again.
I'll call him. I'll call him. Hello, Reggie. Yes, this is Ginger St. James. Yes, the girl in the wedding picture. Look, do you want to have dinner or what? You would? Okay, great. Tonight? Fine. Yeah, I'm still at the restaurant. Yeah. Yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Bye-bye. Yeah! What is it? I got a date. I asked Reggie out, and he said yes. You asked a guy to go out with you? Yeah. Jen and Dot talked me into it. You know, all these years I have been afraid to ask guys out because I didn't want to hear them say no. But it wasn't so bad. Actually, now that I've done it, yeah, I feel good about myself.
Well, I'm glad of that. Of course, you know he's going to think you're easy.
I know. He's not here yet. Who? Reggie? Yeah. Well, actually, he is. He's grown very tiny, and he's hiding behind that salt shaker.
Honey, I'm sorry. That's a stupid question, and the answer was, of course, obvious. Well, excuse me.
I was just trying to find a polite way of saying, boy, he stood you up bad. Oh, that really hurts. Being stood up by a stranger. You think I ought to wait any longer?
Ginger, this is the first time you've ever asked me advice about a man.
Well, I was feeling all vulnerable and stupid and unsure of myself. And I thought that you could relate to that.
Thanks.
Oh, I'm sorry, Amy. I'm sorry. I'm jumping all over your case. I really ought to be jumping all over his. There you go. I'm going to call him up. I'm going to call up and find out what his story is.
Hi, Amy.
Hey, Reg.
Ginger?
Hi, Reggie. I was just about to give you a call.
I heard something about wanting to know what my story was.
Yes, I don't like to be kept waiting.
Well, I don't like to be rushed.
Boy, you two seem to be just hitting it off pretty good, so I'm going to go ahead and go. Bye, Reggie.
Look, maybe we ought to just call this off.
Well, whatever you say. If I feel bad about it later, I can always look at you in my photo file.
Oh, go ahead. Take shots. You think you're the first person that's seen me make a fool of myself?
I doubt it. It looked to me like you've had practice.
Oh, you're bad, aren't you?
Not really. It's just that when a stranger calls me up and asks me out and I oblige her, I don't expect to be dealing with a lot of attitude. You understand?
Look, maybe I'm just doing this all wrong. I'm just not used to being the...
Aggressor?
I don't think I like you. Would you like to go for some coffee?
I don't think I like you either. Coffee's fine.
Hey, how'd it go with the photographer?
Tell them, Amy.
Look at you, all smug as a bug in a rug.
I believe that's snug.
No, check her out, it's mug.
Just tell them.
All right, all right. Well, it turns out Reggie is a doctor. Doctor!
What about the photography?
Well, it turns out he just does that on the side to make a little extra money.
I get it. A really greedy doctor.
Oh, actually, he doesn't make all that much money.
Yet. The key word is yet. He works for the Public Health Service, but he's planning to go into private practice. Beverly Hills, nose jobs, tummy tucks.
That's his plan?
No, that's my plan. He can't afford to dress me on his plan. Oh, gosh, a doctor. This is fantastic. I can finally write my mother a letter that is all true.
Are you going out again?
Of course we're going out again. His beeper went off just as we were having coffee and he had to go back to the hospital. But just to see what's going out the door, I asked him again.
You're getting real good at asking.
Oh, yeah, honey, this is a doctor. You know what that means?
Yeah, I've been out with doctors before. It means he's going to try to convince you that it's no big deal if he sees you with your clothes off.
Okay. Can't believe it. Reggie doesn't want to go out again tonight. Why not? Oh, he said something about working 36 straight hours. I think it's just because he doesn't like to dance.
Come on, you can understand a guy being tired after working 36 hours.
Oh, I can understand it. I'm just not putting up with it anymore. This guy is not for me.
Ginger, you're doing what you always do. You're flip-flopping back and forth, not making a real effort to get this thing to work.
I am not flip-flopping.
Oh? You got interested in this guy. Thought about the fact that he was a photographer, you lost interest. Then you found out he was a doctor, got real interested. Then you found out the doctors work weird hours, so you lost interest again. You can't have everything your own way.
I can't?
No, Frank Sinatra's the only one who can do that. In a relationship, you have to think of the other person, too.
I am thinking about him. I'm thinking how sad he's going to be when he comes home late at night and I'm out dancing. Jen, I do not care how good a catch this man is. I'm not seeing him anymore.
So, what happened to all the guests you promised me?
There were a couple of cancellations and things.
What happened to Alan Seuss?
Didn't want to do it.
Joyce DeWitt?
Didn't want to do it.
Dr. Joyce Brothers?
Not available till next week.
So do we have?
Zippo, babe.
Monkey Act?
No, Zippo, nothing, no one, nobody. You're on your own.
Oh, that's great. How am I supposed to fill an entire variety hour by myself?
Vamp?
Vamp? For an hour? I've got no one to talk to, nothing to talk about. Oh, now I know how Geraldo felt when he opened Al Capone's vault. Shh, she's closing. What the hell is that?
Martha Dumont, the fat lady who reads poetry in the nude. Interesting quality. I wonder how she'd pair up with Shelley Duvall. Can you give us sound?
Cannon to right of them, cannon to left of them, cannon behind them.
Whoa.
Volleyed and thundered. Honor the charge they made. Honor the Light Brigade Noble 600. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Good night, everybody. Drive carefully.
And cut! Okay. One of you two guys next. We got to get set up.
Yeah, me. Sonny's manhole.
We got 3 sets. You want to sit in front of the books, the curtain, or the window with the trees?
Whatever has a piano.
We don't have a piano.
No piano?
No piano? This man is a great singer, a great musician. How is he supposed to do a show without a piano? We don't have one. They don't have one. Well, make up your mind. We got to get started.
I'm not going out there.
Sonny, what's the worst thing that could happen?
I get out there, can't think of anything to say, and have to make faces into the camera for an hour.
That's good. It's different. Go with it.
I hate this.
I know. And 5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh, hi, America. I didn't hear you come in. I'm Sonny Man, welcoming you to Sonny's Manhole. I'd like to start tonight's show by doing the theme from Exodus. I'd like to, but I don't have a piano. I guess you can imagine how it would have sounded. A gorilla walks into a bar with a penguin on his head. It's a true story. And the bartender says, I'd like to thank my special guest, Martha Dumont. And thanks for leaving on the road. I'd like to end tonight's show the way they used to end what was, in my opinion, the greatest talk show of all time, The Dating Game. Good night, everybody. No, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but I think I pulled it off.
It was stunning. People are going to be stunned.
You know, it was a little painful at first, but once I got into it, I think I really scored.
Touchdown, babe.
Can we do it again next week?
Why go through the pain? We wanted to get you at your best on tape, and I'd say we got that.
Hey, we can show the tape to a lot of important people.
Look, Sonny, I'm going to be honest with you. No, better yet, I'm going to be honest with you. You didn't quite pull it off.
It was bad?
Okay, I don't think that's being too cruel.
So what happens now?
We'll think of something. Look, I don't know how we're going to do it, but I'm dedicating myself to making you a star. Everybody else is wrong. You are a talented guy.
I'm touched. No one's ever shown that much faith in me before.
I got 2 clients. You and a SEAL act. I got to pay the rent. Let's go.
Howard, what's this? A deposit slip for $500 into the account of Howard's keys and things.
It's a surprise. My mother and I opened the shop last week.
And so that's why I've seen less of your mother around the house.
Have you missed her?
Not at all.
See, this thing works on a lot of levels.
Well, I'm still unhappy that I wasn't consulted.
Well, you were consulted. You said no.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Saying no never stops you at home, either.
Now that Ma's trapping that hot box all day, we'll have more time to ourselves.
True.
While she cuts keys, we can open doors.
Ooh, a touch of the poet.
Oh, come on now.
Ginger, we've got to talk.
All right. I work here. I'm leaving.
You stopped calling.
I don't call men.
Well, feel free to correct me if I'm rewriting history, but as I remember it, you called and asked me out on our first date.
Maybe I misdialed.
And it's too bad I didn't let the service pick up.
I don't like your attitude.
You'll get used to it. I think that you should think about calling me.
Say what?
Look, we've had a couple of wonderful half dates. They were great right up until my beeper went off.
Like most men.
But if we keep ending all our dates that way, we're never going to get together. And there's something about you. So what do you think?
I don't know.
Is that a no?
No. I just need to sleep on it.
Why?
Because if my answer's a mistake, at least it'll be well thought out.
Oh, I hate this.
I know you do.
Okay, you call me.
I'll beep you.
Life's not the French Riviera. Believe me, life's not a charity
Unbelievable. I can't watch anymore. This is great. No. No more. Oh, what the hell?
Dot, are you looking at those people again? God's gonna make you go blind for spying on them like that.
You're having more fun than they did yesterday.
Oh, girl, let me take a look.
Ginger, aren't you afraid of going blind, too?
Oh, come on, Amy. This is the 80s. Bad enough you can't have sex anymore. I don't think God minds if you just watch it.
It's not natural.
Dot, I think she might be right. Girl, take a look.
Oh, that's natural. Fairly acrobatic, but natural.
To you, too. You're taking the beautiful act of making love and procreation, and you're turning it into...
Ooh, they are doing the barnyard two-step, aren't they? Who are these people?
Well, the way I figure it is he's in his 50s. Successful, but depressed and lonely. A recent widower.
The man grieves in a very upbeat way.
Hey, everybody, what's shaking? That's much.
No, I really mean, what's shaking? Didn't you feel the building move? I didn't feel anything.
Me either.
I guess my nerves are all jangled. Want to have some coffee and talk about it?
That damn Nostradamus.
Well, that just says it all, doesn't it? Who's Nostradamus?
He's the guy who predicted a big quake was going to wipe out L.A. last May.
And?
It didn't happen.
Jan, I'm not stupid. I know it didn't happen.
Sorry. Ellen and I were watching the show last night about astronomy, and this woman came on, and she said that she'd recalculated Nostradamus' theory of planetary alignments, and she figures the quake's going to take place next week. Is it really that good?
Well, let me put it this way. The last time that Greg Louganis did that, he cracked his head open.
Hey, great. What's it been? 4 years? 6? Wow, that's even longer. Well, see you tomorrow. Bye.
A woman from your past, Howard?
Yeah.
Well, you're not to see her. Our relationship is tumultuous enough without adding some bygone bimbo to the mix.
Well, ordinarily, I disagree with you, but hey, if you don't want me seeing my mother, that's okay with me.
Your mother? That was her? You haven't seen her for 6 years?
Haven't talked to her for 6 years, haven't seen her for 10. That was just after her 5th husband divorced her.
Oh, and she came to you for comfort.
No, money.
Well, what brings her to town?
Number 6 has dumped her. She's on her way to San Diego to live with my Aunt Zazu. That's the woman who raised me.
Zazu? There's a whole aspect of your life I know nothing about.
All right. I don't like my mother. Now you know something. She'll be here for a day. She'll stay at a motel. She'll go.
Oh, no, she's staying with us. That's fine.
Nancy.
Final. Perhaps we can salvage the relationship. No, I just can't understand why people don't try. Is it ignorance or is it apathy?
I don't know, and I don't care.
You're lunching at 21 and watching your diet, declining a Charlotte Russe, accepting a fig. Then suddenly there you go, the very next thing you know, this could be the start of something. Hey, this could be the start of something. This could be the start of something. Start of something big. Yeah, thank you. That's one of the many great tunes written by Steve Allen. Now, I think it's incredible the guy's talented enough to jam the word fig into a song and still have time to play Mad Libs and learn to laugh like his wife.
Hey, how the lovebirds doing?
Pretty funny. Every time she walks into the room, he sucks in his gut, walks around like Popeye. She leaves, he exhales and walks around like Wimpy. She comes back, oh, he's Popeye again. Uh-oh, I don't think he had his spinach today.
How are you doing? Oh, I hardly slept at all last night. Why? Bad dreams. I'm worried about that damned earthquake.
You want to talk about it? They say it helps if you talk about your nightmares.
Well, this one's sort of on the nose. See, I'm standing in an open field. Richie's there, too, except he's hundreds of yards away. Anyways, we start running towards each other, and all of a sudden, the earth starts shaking, and a great big crevice opens up right in front of us.
That's incredible. I used to have that same dream. So I went to a shrink, and she told me that it was all about sex. So it went from being a nightmare to something I look forward to. Thanks, Dot. You made it all better. Ginger! Ginger, get over here, quick! Quick! Look! He killed her! I just saw murder. I'm telling you, I saw it happen.
Look, I believe that you saw it.
Good.
I just don't believe that you saw it.
Why would I make it up?
You said you're an actress. People in your profession tend to have imaginations that get out of hand.
You're saying I'm a wacko because I'm an actress?
Excuse me, I hate to interrupt, but that doesn't work enough as an actress to be stereotyped like that.
Ginger, you were right here. You must have seen something.
Yeah, but I stopped watching after Popeye pooped out.
We checked the office you were looking at. It's been empty for months. We checked every male in that building who fits your general description. These guys are doctors and lawyers. They're all beyond reproach.
You found lawyers beyond reproach?
Well, let's just say they all had alibis and none of them broke into a sweat.
I see. So all actresses are wacko, and doctors and lawyers who don't sweat can't be murderers?
Words to live by.
I saw it.
Lady, how can you be sure of what you saw? It's so far away.
Not if you use binoculars.
Oh, so you were peeping.
No. I was witnessing. I was witnessing a murder.
How about you two? Were you two peeping as well?
I didn't see anything.
I saw less than her.
Well, that should do it.
Do you mean you're not going to do anything?
Oh, no, ma'am. I'm going to put out an APB with the FBI. We'll be calling all cars and rounding up suspects. That ought to keep them happy.
I know those cops aren't going to do a thing. If you had to smuggle a body out of a building, how would you do it?
Chop it up and put it in a suitcase.
Really?
Get yourself a great big piece of fake Louis Vuitton, stuff it in there. Although, you know, you might have to carry a makeup case if you want to get the body out in one trip.
Boy, if I got to check out every fake piece of Louis Vuitton in this town, it's going to take forever.
May I help you?
I'm going to the kitchen.
Oh, I'm sorry. Customers going into the kitchen during business hours is a violation of the health code.
You going to enforce the health code, pencil neck?
No, not at all. I was only pointing out a quaint and rarely enforced statute in a friendly attempt to edify.
Somebody hit you in the head with a dictionary? Take my advice. Throw out the $10 words, toss the clown suit, go out and buy yourself a pair of sensible shoes and get drunk.
Really?
Yeah, really. Howie?
Ma.
Where the hell's your hair?
I tried to stop this loutish woman from...
Nancy, I'd like you to meet my mother, May.
Really? What a pleasant surprise.
Howie, you want to hear something? Old high hair decided I shouldn't come in. She thought I had cooties or something.
I hear this is my wife, Nancy.
Your wife? Say, you bore me a beautiful grandchild. What's his name again, Howie?
Her name, Lori, and Nancy was...
Right, Lori. Who takes care of the baby while you walk around here dressed like that?
Howard's child isn't mine, May.
And you put up with it? You're a better woman than I am.
Indeed.
Ma, you got things screwed up. Lori is not a baby. She's 33, and she's from my first marriage.
So you're number two. Well, Howie's anything like me, you ain't gonna last long.
I'm not really worried. Howard and I have established a very comfortable and well-rounded relationship.
I'm pish-tush to you. Keep your head in the clouds. Maybe it'll work.
Nancy, why don't you let Ma and me talk alone for a bit?
Gladly. Well, May, you're a very pleasant surprise. I hope you enjoy your stay with us.
I'm staying with you?
Yeah, Nancy thought it'd be nicer that way.
Cheaper, anyway. We done talking?
Yep.
Good. I'll be in the bar having a cordial.
First time I ever heard of a shot in a beer called that.
Don't get involved. It's all in your head. I'm crazy to think I'm crazy.
Good evening,
Hi,
May.
Nance.
Did you want to speak to Howard?
No. We talked last night. We'll talk again. Why push it?
Good point. Have you come for dinner?
No.
Then why are you here?
I want to talk to you. Was Howie your first?
Well, May, I'm not one to tell tales out of school, but if I did start there, the list would go on for... You mean my first husband? No, Howard is my second.
Hell, isn't that?
Marriage?
Divorce. Waiting for the next guy. Lonely.
Yes, I know what it is to be lonely.
I bet you do. We're like two peas in a pod, you and me. You married twice, me 6 times.
Well, I wouldn't... Yep. All right. Peas in a pod.
Anyway, it's rough sometimes. The lonely thing.
May, look, I know you and Howard have had your differences in the past, but well, if you ever need companionship, we're here.
Hey, that's nice. I'm gonna grab a brewski. You want one?
Perhaps later.
Nancy, take my advice. Hold on to Howie. I don't see number 3 in the cards for you.
Well, you're a brother, or well, you're a mother, you're staying alive, staying alive. Feel the city breaking, everybody shaking, you're staying alive, staying alive. Huh, 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 huh. Staying alive, staying alive. Huh, 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 huh. Staying alive. That concludes my tribute to the late Elvis Presley.
Dorothy, there's a customer at table 4 who's been waiting rather patiently for some sign of waitress life form in the restaurant.
Sorry, Nancy, I'm a bit distracted.
Quite all right. I've already instructed him not to tip you. Go.
He's here. I gotta wait on him. What do I do?
All right, work it into the conversation that I didn't see zip, okay?
Amy, please. Look, I want you to go into the lounge and hide in your locker. If he recognizes me, I'm going to get him to confess so that you can hear, and then I can go to the cops.
See, I don't know. know. Because in high school, the kids told me we were throwing a surprise party for Kitty Puckett. We all hid in our lockers. Oh, man, they tricked me bad. Left me in there for the weekend until Miss Culpepper had to let me out on Monday. Smelled like heads for a week. Amy, we're talking about my life. All right, I'll go.
Good evening, sir. You ready to order?
Haven't we met somewhere?
Oh, I doubt it. How could I just arrived in town today? I haven't seen a thing.
How about a talk? Someplace private.
I don't think...
I know what you saw. I think we can make a deal.
Deal? Fine. Howard, I'm going into the lounge with this gentleman, and I'm feeling quite alive today. I'm feeling very much alive.
Whoopee. All right. What's it going to take to shut you up?
Shut me up. What do you mean?
You saw me, you saw her. I want to find a way to keep you quiet, permanently.
Permanently? What did you do with her?
You're one of those kinky people, huh? You want graphic details.
Don't you get near me. You're not going to break my neck, too.
Break your neck? Hey, we chiropractors have a bad reputation, but trust me, we don't break necks.
Chiropractor?
Yeah. I was giving one of my mistresses the old Linda Blair. I saw you watching.
Wait a minute. You haven't been killing people over there?
Killing them? At my age, the best I can hope to do is amuse them.
Are you telling me I'm just talking to a guy that's been cheating on his wife?
That's right. And I'm talking to a blackmailer. Now, how much do you want?
Hold it. The redhead. She isn't dead?
She's waiting for me over there right now.
She's alive! You're telling the truth! You're just a low-life, oversexed married guy!
That's me.
What a relief!
How about you? You don't want any money?
Would you feel better if you gave me money?
Guess this means we have nothing more to say to each other.
I guess.
Well, bye. I have someone waiting for me.
Bye. I'll be seeing you.
Dot.
Howie, I've been sitting here thinking, maybe I'll catch an early bus to Aunt Zazu's.
You're just taking off?
Yeah, it's time to hit the road.
Zazu doesn't even know you're coming.
I know, but when I warn her, she tends to be out of town.
Oh, Ma, you gotta call her.
All right, I won't go to Zazu's.
Well, then where are you going?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll go to the bus terminal. Might meet a guy there.
What if you don't?
I will. I do real good at bus stations. That's where I met my 5th husband. No, I never met a man before who could get so clean in a sink.
May, you can't just depend on the kindness of strangers. But why don't you stay with Howard and me?
Oh, I don't know. Zazu's gonna be real disappointed.
May, do you have a place to stay or not?
Not.
No further discussion. We'll take you in.
I'm a real hard case.
I know. I'm quite a handful myself. Peas in a pod.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll leave you two alone for a little quality time.
Howie,
Yeah, Ma.
your wife's a sap.
Coming up next, it's the show with it all, 9 Broadcast Plaza. Catch the latest gossip, discuss the hottest issues, Cook up the tastiest dishes, take a peek at the current fashions, and find out what's hot and who's not. Plus, up-to-the-minute news, sports, and weather at noon. It's all coming up next here on Universal 9.